Ladies, gentlemen, and epic gamers alike, welcome to the Serenity Gaming Wintersplit. My name is Kerem, and today, together with me, Kachka and Milo will be bringing you throughout the wonderful series that will be the Hillerød Esports versus Caeli. Now, both of these teams have something to prove. Hillerød Esports have been on a roll from the week one where they called it a fluke, and right now they're really close to achieving that. Caeli, on the other hand, are something that we like to call a middle-of-the-pack team. So today, they'll be trying to prove that they aren't in the middle, but rather on the top, as they can still sort of fall down into relegation matches, which, as we said yesterday, you don't really want to do. So, that's up in the air. Now, since we already talked about the teams, I have managed to get my hands onto, well, figuratively, not literally, onto the coach of Hillerød Esport. Yannick, how are you doing today?
Hello, thank you very much for having me. I'm good.
Alright, I'm glad to hear that. So, let's just get right into the thick of things. That's a weird phrase. We've had Tower on this show before, and he talked to us about the 7-man roster that you guys have. I believe that I also asked you once about that. However, I didn't ask one specific question, and that is, do you actually enjoy coaching this 7-man team, or would you, maybe prefer coaching a 5-man team or a 6-man? Like, do you think that it brings any big risks to the table, and does it actually outweigh the positives?
It, without a doubt, outweighs the positives. We started with a 5-man roster in the previous split, which we had fair success with. We ended with a very safe third place in the CSD. However, I want more of that. I really want to get into the LCD eventually, and I really want to win the Wintersplit and prove everyone in the SRG community that we are a team to be reckoned with. I believe that the 7-man roster, or 8-man roster as we actually are, can lead us there. It definitely brings its challenges and a lot of risks. You have to have a lot of players who don't have a massive ego in their way. If you have that, then this will never ever work. But if you have adult people here and you have people who are professional, then it has a huge reward with it. We are able to play 3 different styles as a team overall, which brings a massive challenge to any coach facing us.
Okay, and do you think that your players are in the former or the latter group? Are they adult or are they a bit childish?
They are very adult and very professional. They take on any challenge you bring them and just does it, really. I mean, of course, there's the battles and difficulties every now and again. However, we tackle them together and figure out a solution to everything. The last big issue we had was our top laner, Zuck, who I still have so much respect for. Unfortunately, got permabanned on his account, which we do not accept. And we switched Nonky to go top instead. And we solved that problem as a team, and now he's definitely a better top laner than he was mid.
Yeah, so since we're already talking about the individual players, you mentioned Nonky, who has had really great performances in the last games, but is there anyone that you maybe didn't really expect to shine? Is there anyone that really changes the image of the team just with his own individual plays?
Knudsen was definitely a diamond in the rough in the beginning. He was a player who got rejected from a few CSD rosters, but we decided to pick him up after a tryout session. I saw potential from the very get-go. The only thing he was really struggling with was having a specific champion pool, since he was a player who liked to play all sorts of random picks. But through the 7-man roster, we have been able to sharpen him into a very, very precise and sharp blade.
And so far, you have shown us that you can also, transform your whole team into that sharp blade to just slice through all teams like butter in the first half of the split. Now, mentioning the split, are you really happy with how it's managed to turn out? Because you guys still can reach the first spot depending on a couple of factors. Do you think that there is room to improve, or are you just really confident with how the split has turned out for you and your team?
There is a lot to improve on. An issue my team has, and also me in particular, is that we oftentimes we underestimate our opponents. Not to say that we disrespect them in any way, we definitely don't do that, but we underestimate them to the point where we think we're just that much better, that we can play whatever we want into them and such. That goes for my drafting especially.
And do you think that
However-
was... Okay, sorry.
However, I believe that there's not a single team in neither the Wintersplit nor the CSD that we can't beat 2-0, especially Topaz.
Okay, and you will be playing them in a week, I believe. So, mentioning the team that you can beat anyone, is that the reason for the fluke, that overconfidence in the first week that you lost them? Because, we're still a bit on the edge about why that really happened.
Without a doubt, that was a giant fluke stemming from our big fluke of underestimating our opponents, especially from our player Mongilo back then, who just got back into the game this week. He has been showing up lately in solo queue and on the team environment, so we're going to give him another chance. When it comes to the Topaz match, I have been drafting against Visper for like half a year now. And I outdrafted him when he was in Primus. I outdrafted him a few weeks ago on Topaz. I'm going to outdraft him again on Sunday.
Okay, well, good to see your confidence in that. Speaking of draft, we've mentioned this a lot, that your teams in specific has that potential to pull out a lot of these team comps. However, I want to know, how much do you actually tend to innovate? Do you tend to stick to one playstyle over the other, or do you just see something new and just immediately, go for it? Because I feel like that was the sort of thing with Funnel. You just saw it the first day. Talbot told us that you just immediately went for it. So is that your approach to every single other strategy, or are you, a bit more conservative than Tauber told us?
Okay, basically we have this mentality and this principle where you have to be able to play the meta to play around the meta. So as long as we are on the edge, we have the edge on the meta game, then we are able to improve and innovate it. If we don't have the meta game figured out, we will definitely not do these weird things until we have it figured. That makes sense?
Yeah, that does make sense, and it's really reasonable, I dare say. So I'm gonna just give you the last question, running out about 10 minutes before the game starts. I think that's reasonable. Is there anything spicy happening in the Hillerød Esport? Any good memes that you would like to share with us?
Not outside of we're going to definitely be win trading this game. I have been sending all of my money on mobile pay to Falk,
Okay.
So he's definitely going to enjoy that money a lot. I can always flame Topaz if you like.
That's okay.
That's easy.
Yeah, we just kind of bring that, away from the stream and just into the private realm. Regardless, when trading, I feel like that's definitely illegal, but regardless, we'll see how you square up in the end. So thank you, Yannick, for coming on. I will now let you go from my own grasp and go back to your team. Thank you so much for coming, and have a good game.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you. I hope you're going to enjoy this one.
Yeah, same. Now, to the rest of my lovely casters, because indeed, it wasn't just me and Yannick here the whole time. I'm going to actually let you guys introduce yourselves. Kachka, Milo, how are you doing tonight? I hope wonderfully.
I am doing wonderfully. Thank you, Karen, and thank you for introducing us. So nice of you.
Yes, thank you for letting ourselves introduce ourselves at the beginning of this stream. Anyways, no. Seriously though, it's gonna be a fun match to watch. Definitely, I'm doing great. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. He seemed very confident both in the team and in tonight. Especially talking about he was again riffing a little off the Topaz, saying he can outdraft them easily. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see if once again they can, fulfill their words and not be more than just talk.
And we've seen Hillerød be relatively dominant in the split, except for the week 1 fluke. That stems from a number of factors, like the individual outplays and the solid drafting from Yannick himself. But we haven't really gone too in-depth into it. So Milo, can you tell me what the individual players bring? What are the substitutes that can change how the team approaches the game on their individual level?
Well, as everyone knows, League is very much a team-based game, but they do bring a lot individually, as you said. We have junglers like Mini, who likes playing these very carry junglers, and has been really strong at it. But we also have Tauber in the bot lane, the support. generally having the 7-man roster, as we've been talking about before, is great for them, as each player has something they can bring. We have some who plays more tanky, more plays more carry roles, and generally they just can bring also an outside perspective. They'll probably be sitting with Yannick while the match is going on, be sitting there listening to his criticism of the game, and then if he swaps them in during the next game, they can come in and basically say, hey guys, Yannick was mad at us for this last game, let's not do that again. So yeah, it definitely brings a lot.
I agree with you on the sense that they can just like completely shape their image as a team and are really, how do I word this, unpredictable in their drafts, most certainly. However, when they're going to face against Caeli, who have been sort of a middle of the pack team, Kachka, I know that you're play-by-play, okay, bear with me here, but what can they do really to try and stop this Hillerød battering ram that they're most certainly going to be bringing to the gates today?
Well, so far Caeli, as you said in the pre-show, they are kind of the middle of the pack team, and they have shown some good things, not really too much consistent dominance, but I am looking at mostly the top side of the map to make the plays happen. Destiny on the jungle, he has been kind of, he likes to play carry. Some games he has been active and actually make ganks happen. In other games he wasn't able to. So I'm looking at Destiny to actually make these ganks happen and get Hivian ahead, especially if he gets his hands on an assassin. He can also play a mage, and getting ahead with something like Syndra will also be influential. So mostly this is the jungle mid lane that I'm looking at. However, you know, also Nizik, he can play these split push and bruiser top laners with which he could try and dominate non-QH. I'm gonna say it's not gonna be an easy task, but you know, if he gets a good matchup, then that's something that Caeli could look to play through. Also, Frenzy in the bot lane with Gorange, who now changed his nickname from Legend Project back to that one. I don't remember if we've really seen them take over a game as such, but I am definitely seeing some potential there as well. So it will mostly come down to Destiny and which lane he chooses to play through and commit to that playstyle. If you want to beat Hillerød, a team that on paper is better than you, then you need to strike in one spot because you just cannot push them across the board.
And Destiny will be just that really influential player today. And another thing that we should definitely point out, since we're already talking about the jungle, is the funnel strat, because Hillerød were the first team to really innovate and use that in the Wintersplit. So Milo, what can a jungler really do against a funnel? Is there like any method that you put an aggressive jungler into your team and try to disrupt this funnel, or what can really Caeli do if Hillerød decides to go for this strategy in particular?
There are different, as a jungler, you have two ways of dealing with the funnel as a jungler. If you go the standard jungler. So one way you can deal with it is choose a gank heavy jungler and just sit on those side lanes. You're playing against a team who basically won't be ganking at all. You have a huge advantage in being able to just sit on the side lanes and just gank, and just get your side lanes so much ahead. Or you can choose an invade heavy jungler, but that requires you to have a lot of synergy with your mid laner as well. Even with some of your side lanes would also be great, because then you want to go in and you want to steal everything from their jungle. If you can steal everything from their jungle and maybe even kill the funnel, well, then you've killed their whole strat and you basically are looking for a victory. So they definitely want to look for aggressive junglers, either as a gank heavy or as an invade heavy jungler. They want to look for a jungler with a lot of lockdown would be very nice, especially because when we get to these fights, the other team will just rely on this person they funneled into. So if you have some lockdown, that is amazing. So basically, right now I'm describing Camille.
Yeah,
you're basically looking for Camille.
Okay, so Camille, or, you know, Elise, Destiny has played that in his solo queue as well. And since we're already talking about that lockdown Hivian, he does play those mages, he does play that Lissandra, so if that goes through, you can have a lot of potential for these invades and trying to shut the funnel down. However, that might not be the only strategy that Hillerød can pull off today. We've talked about it, they can play a funnel, they can play 1-3-1s, they can play teamfight comps. What can we expect today? I'm just gonna read the lineup real quick for anyone that isn't apparently watching the stream right now, it's going to be Nonky Hidden Shadow, who has been put into that final position, Knudsen, Shim, and Mongilo. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing that correctly, with Mini as the substitute. So is there any different playstyle, or what can we actually expect from this lineup today?
So
you can take it. Go ahead.
Okay then. Well, the first thing that I pointed out is that Hidden Shadow was the person with which Hillerød played the final. Then in week 5 against Larva, then in week 6 against Jaco, Mini was the starting jungler, and they went for the standard composition. So putting Hidden Shadow there could suggest that they might be going for the final. Obviously, the information is coming from 2 series, so not definitely not a large enough sample size to draw any definite conclusions. But that is something that we could be seeing. Also, Shim as an AD carry, or more I should say a bot lane player, he has been so versatile. He has been playing the AD carries late game, early game, both mages, and well, pretty much anything you can put down in the bot lane, he has played it. And as Yannick said in the interview, Mongilo just came back from week 1, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Hillerød can put out, because they are just like literally the world is their oyster. They can play pretty much any sort of composition they want to.
Yeah, and as you talk with Shim, I want to point out this one thing with Shim. One thing we've seen him being very dominant on, and one thing we've seen him either pretty much every time either getting banned or picked, is that Heimerdinger for Shim. Been placing an amazing Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger works really great with the funnel, because as I talked about, one of the jungle strats you can do to counter the funnel is heavy gank side lanes, and Heimerdinger is so scary to gank. So I'm saying if they get that Heimerdinger for Shim, it might very well be the funnel strat.
And that'll definitely have to be one of the bans from the side of Caeli. Is there anything else that Hillerød Esport are just really, really terrifying on if they just manage to get their hands on it? That's to anyone, really, right now.
Yeah, I think we've seen them play. That's the thing with them. You can't really point out one champion too much, I think, on them. They've been really versatile. They've been showing on so many strong, champs. All of them have had different champions and had really strong showing on them. So I don't really think there's one, like on this team, there's not really one you can go down and say, that one is the champ we need to remove because it's a safe pick. Because I feel like they have too many safe picks. So on the side of Caeli, you pretty much gotta just ban what you don't want to play against, what counters your comp. Or if you know they're gonna go for the funnel strat, go for the funnel strat bans. There's the typical bans. You can ban Karthus, he's really strong right now. Ban the Heimerdinger so Shim doesn't get in the bot lane. But yeah, it's gonna be really hard to focus ban at least against this team.
And we're running out of time, I believe. I'm not sure about the pro draft situation just yet. However, most likely we'll be getting into it in just a couple of seconds. So let's wrap this up. How many Dark Harvest, Kachka, do you think that we're gonna see this game?
I used to predict too much. I'm just gonna say 2 in total. 1 per each team or 2 per one team. Either will work. I'm just gonna go with 2. Because last time I said 6 and there were like 3, so
I'm saying 4, and I'm saying 4 on one team.
Oh, and the other one? Is that just not gonna happen?
The other one is gonna be 2, 1, 2. I think in the games in total, overall players, we're gonna see around 5 or 6.
Okay, well,
because people want to abuse it until it gets really nerfed to the ground, which is soon.
Yeah, in the next patch, definitely. Hopefully they'll change up the meta so that I don't have to see this godforsaken rune on every single damn champion in the game. Now, thank you guys for having talked to me this much. It doesn't happen often that people talk to me. But
who are you again?
Yeah, just that's exactly what I'm talking about. Regardless, could I get an update on the project situation? In the meantime, once again, thank you guys for having me here. Hopefully it'll be soon, and I don't have to sit here awkwardly for 15 more minutes as it happened yesterday.
Yes.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Waiting for 15 minutes.
Karim, if you want the update, the admins liked you so much that they actually thought you were casting today, so that's why it was all delayed.
Really?
Yes.
All right, that's just lovely. Okay, also another thing that I want to mention is that the next patch will be hitting the Rift in about a week, I believe. And that'll bring the new champion, Nico. However, we won't actually be seeing her on the Wintersplit until the second half, so until the promotion games are over, you won't guys see her. Unfortunately, there has already been some fan art of her. Some really...
No,
really detailed fan art of her, unfortunately.
Christian stream.
It is a Christian stream. Hey, you were the one to tell me that. I shouldn't use that.
Wait, why do I? Oh wait, never mind.
Okay, but yeah, as you said, Nico will be banned for the Wintersplit, for the first half of the Wintersplit at least. So I'm looking forward to the second half, January. We're gonna see some sick Nico plays, I believe.
Yeah. Also, can I get your predictions, Milo, for what the patch is gonna be? You know, just wild, off the loop. What do you think that we're gonna see in the second half? Because you know, it is something that teams are going to have to start, you know, prepping for. I'm not sure if there have been like any big leaks of what the changes are going to be for the next patch or for the actual season 9. So, what do you think? What do you think, bud?
Well, honestly, I don't think we're gonna see two big changes. I think we're gonna see some people trying to pull off Nico, probably through the jungle. I can still say, and that's just because it's me, I love playing everyone support, so I can see her going support. I don't think we're gonna see that on this in this tournament though. Or we might just see teams being like, yeah, no, we don't believe that we've practiced Nico enough ourselves, and we don't believe the other team have practiced enough to be good at it, so we're just gonna leave it open and hope they pick it and then kind of kill them because they haven't practiced enough. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see how people are gonna play with this new champion coming in. But else that, I don't think we're gonna see much change.
And do you think that there are any teams that it's going to benefit, like just being able to learn this new champion really quickly?
Well, since we have about a month's downtime, I think there are some teams who are gonna say, okay, our jungler will your job is just learning this champion, because this champion has so much potential, which Nico does. Nico has a lot of potential in her kit. So I do believe we might see some teams just saying, our jungler, you need to learn this, you have a month to just practice. And we're gonna pull this out as a pocket pick. So we might not even see it on their own OPGs. They might play it on a Smurf or something just to practice it hidden.
And okay, do you think that there's going to be anything like a Twitch with a glacial augment?
No.
On the support role?
No, I think it is a really bad pick, and honestly, anyone who is playing this is probably mentally challenged. And
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Amen, brother.
Amen to that. Yeah, our lovely Twitch player, Twitch support player. We're always happy to have you, on the team. As I will finally hand my word over to you guys. Everyone, viewers, enjoy the game. It's gonna be a good one. Kachka and Milo, take it away.
Yeah.
Draft. Yes, the draft is already started. Hillerød are on the blue side, Caeli on the red side, and Ezreal is already removed from Frenzy.
Yes, I am just sitting here and I don't actually have a link, so I'm just gonna take your word on it and go through
I'm going to send you. Wait.
So yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, so Ezreal has been banned for Hillerød. Caeli, they are taking their time to think on their first pick. It will be a Tristana Haverban. They will go with it in the end. So far, actually, more than usual AD carry ban focus.
Yeah, so they are just gonna... So, and they removed the Karthus, which is strong right now. Karthus, especially with the Dark Harvest, is also very strong. Caeli are removing the Heimerdinger. We talked about this. Stim on that Heimerdinger is really dangerous, and you don't want to just give it over to him for free.
You definitely don't. Right now, actually, all of these 4 bans going towards the bot lane. Irelia now will be finally moved by the Hillerød, denying it from Caeli. A very strong pick. We saw Miller yesterday in Division 2 just completely destroy people on that one, so not surprised to see it banned.
Yeah, it really is still a really strong champion, and yeah, it's a fairly usual ban. It's a ban where you either ban or you pick her. They could have gone with the Sandra ban and go for the first pick Aurelia, because that is basically seen as one of the strongest or only counters. Meanwhile, Caeli is removing that Sensao.
It will open up the Lucian though for Hillerød, and Shim will actually pick that one up, which will give him a lot of early game pressure in that bot lane.
Yeah, this does mean we could potentially see the Caeli picking up the Braum, just not to give that Lucian Braum combo, or they might potentially actually go for the Kaiser Alistar combo right now. Kai'Sa Alistar is a really strong bot lane combo, and it's both of them are open. They are looking to take the Braum just to deny the Lucian Braum combo, maybe?
It would make sense, both could work, and it will be the Braum in the end. Now, the AD carry is the last one to pick. They could also go for some other role and leave the AD carry for third pick. I don't think you really want to leave it for the second phase, since many marksmen would get banned, but they will actually just go with the Caitlyn.
Please, for the love of God, do not be Dark Harvest Caitlyn. If this is Dark Harvest Caitlyn, I need to yell at Falk when we're done here. That's all I have to say about that pick.
We've seen it twice, I believe, in the Wintersplit. Both of the times, not really, or once, I don't remember. But all I remember is that definitely not the best performance that we have seen from that pick. However, Hillerød, they are going for the Morgana, so that is actually quite a lot of kill threat in that bot lane right now if you pair it up with Lucian.
Morgana Lucian is a fairly safe and aggressive bot lane, to be honest. Braum is not going to be that big of an issue for you in this bot lane at all, neither is Caitlyn. Hillerød right now just looking for the mid game and just going for these find the mid game. With the Camille pickup as well, that is really looking for a mid game comp right here.
Camille, a jungler that can be, you know, a very early ganking kind of jungler. I'm saying jungler too much, and yeah, mid game, early ganks, pretty much anything you want. We have also seen it in top lane yesterday, but I would most likely expect it in the jungle. Caeli will actually go with the Syndra for Hivian right now.
Yeah, that Syndra makes a lot of sense. Syndra has a lot of burst potential, and Syndra is just fairly safe against from ganks. If you send the Camille mid lane, Syndra will use Scatter the Weak, and she's kind of free. And she works well with the Braum, the Caitlyn. This also makes a lot of sense to pick up the Braum early, because Braum is one of those you normally pick to counter Syndra with the shield. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense with this comp they're going for. Meanwhile, the second ban phase are going on.
Yeah, the LeBlanc has been banned already, if I'm not mistaken. Knudsen, in the match against Draco, has been playing it very, very well. And, you know, getting rid of that one will definitely help Caitlyn to stay alive, since we actually saw Knudsen repeatedly take the spell shield of that Sivir. And it honestly just wasn't fun to watch from that perspective. Hillerød, though, going for the grave spam.
Yeah, so these are... So, of course, he will just target the junglers, since that's a fairly safe target right now. And removing these aggressive junglers from Caeli and Destiny is just a really good choice. Destiny is really known for playing them. Meanwhile, Caeli are just trying to remove a lot of the mid lane, the LeBlanc, the Yasuo, which, again, makes a lot of sense. So we are just seeing different focus here for what's left, and they are focusing quite correct, I would say. If you can call it that.
Yeah, definitely banning these junglers away when you've got the Camille will make sure that Destiny will have to go on a maybe lower tier jungler.
We could see the Lee Sin, maybe.
We could see, and I'm just now looking to confirm my notes. Actually, it is the Nidalee, so no matter what I was about to say.
So the Nidalee is going to be quite interesting, as it's a jungler we haven't actually seen in quite a while now, but she's still strong. She has a lot of burst potential, and, well, you could basically write her off an assassin. If she hits one spear and she just has a little hit, you're pretty much dead. And I could very well be the Dark Harvest Nidalee, as that does work very well with her burst.
It very well could be Dark Harvest Nidalee. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun to get hit by these spears. They're pretty much going to be like execution spears. Pretty much Zoe 2.0, or actually the original Zoe.
Yeah, but Lissandra could deny that though.
Yeah, Lissandra is a pretty good pick into Nidalee, considering how much self-sustain and AoE CC she can bring into the fight. And wait, is that a Pantheon?
If they are going for the very aggressive early top laner in the Pantheon, or they're going for the aggressive mid laner in the Pantheon. I wouldn't recommend going Pantheon into Syndra, but who knows, Hillerød has done crazier things. So yeah, but that is really interesting with the Pantheon pickup. I don't think we've seen that in the split before. Let me just confirm that.
Yeah, I really don't think we have it. I'm actually interested because Pantheon could be a triple flex in this situation. He could go into jungle, top lane, and mid lane. However, Caeli, they are getting the Renekton for Nizik.
So, yeah, that's interesting as well, I would say.
So if Pantheon actually goes top lane, then the matchup against the Renekton will be a very interesting one to say the least. Did you find a statistic about Pantheon in the split
So
already?
both Pantheon and Elite are first times in the split right now. None of them has been in the split before, so that's really interesting. But yeah, as you said, it could be a triple flex. Pantheon could go towards the top lane or the jungle. Camille could go in the top lane, or Camille could even go the mid lane. Send Sandro top. Like, there's a lot of flexing potential between these three lanes here, which is gonna be really interesting. Meanwhile, Caeli has they have a more definite team. Like, you know where everyone's gonna go.
Yeah, you do. You have that Renekton in the top lane, Nidalee in the jungle. And actually, this Caeli team comp, they could be looking for this top lane snowball. I mean, both of these teams actually have nice snowballing potential with some teamfight, mid-game teamfight guarantee. So what do you make of these teams' win conditions right now?
So, well, as you said, they both of them have a very strong mid-game. None of them has that strong scaling, to be honest. Though I would say Caitlyn is probably the closest, and sooner to close we get to some proper scaling. So I'm actually gonna say they're both looking a lot towards the mid game, but they are gonna play the mid game differently most likely. With the Pantheon, you could just go in the side lane and try and push that. Pantheon is a very aggressive early on, but just go to side lane to try and push that and have your ultimate ready if it's needed. But Caeli could do the same. They have the Renekton, who has great push potential and has really great 1-1 potential. So that could just be a split pushing as well if that's what they want to go for.
Yeah, definitely these teams having some similar and slightly different win conditions, and in these games it is always so exciting to see how these teams decide to play in the early game. But on that, we will go into a short break as we will wait for the spectator delay. So don't go anywhere because game 1 will start after a short break.
Satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. Weakness comes and goes, it goes, it goes. My
the follow, we have felt it all come crashing down from far above. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding, only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies, the champions of a world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the last line. Hearing voices from afar, join the madness when the curtain falls. Risk it all, hold nothing back. Seize the day, we must attack. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding, only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies, the champions of a world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the last line. Can we bring to fall the giants? 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 We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies, the champions of a world that we defy. A soul ray of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the last line.
Hello and welcome everyone, we are back after the break for the first game of the match between Hillerød Esport and Serenity Gaming. Caeli, I'm Kachka, joined by Milo, and that's a grasp, Caitlyn.
Yes, thank you. First of all, thank you for not being Dark Harvest. Second of all, you were right in the Dark Harvest bet. It's 2 Dark Harvests.
Yes, superior analysis.
Third of all, thank you. The grass pattern has been starting to show up, and it makes sense. Caeli has so long range. So yeah, it does definitely give you a lot. Great starting point from Shim right there. As we're seeing, it is Nunky in the top lane on the Camille. Hidden Shadow did get that Pantheon, and Knudsen is ended up with the Lissandra.
Yeah, and we have Camille versus Renekton in the top lane. Some friendly banter in the chat from Hillerød, not sure if you see it on stream. Yes, you do. Report Camille spamming toxic. Nice. Well, anyways, coming back into the game.
Yeah, it's boring level 1, you know that.
Yes, it is the boring level 1 trademarked by Milo. Alright, well, what lane do we focus on? We have Dark Harvest on both of the junglers, and Pantheon and Nidalee can make these early ganks and do have a lot of damage on their own.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of focus, probably towards the top lane, to be honest. As these top laners are both really snowbally. They're not the kind of top laners that are tanks and just let them be and it'll be fine kind of things. They're really snowbally, but it does actually look like Hidden Shadow is gonna maybe go towards bot lane for an early cheese.
He is waiting there, he's now walking towards that Tribush. There is no ward, however, Gorange and Frenzy are in the middle of the lane fairly safely, and unless Mongilo lands a perfect binding, and he scaled W first, so it doesn't matter, it will be nearly impossible to find that level 2 gank in the bot lane. Hidden Shadow is actually still waiting around here.
Yeah, Hidden Shadow's very, very patient.
He's waiting for level 2 to be hit by his bot lane. Shim and Mongilo actually doing a pretty good job of zoning away Frenzy and Gorange from that farm, trying to set up some sort of a freeze down there. Alright, looks like... I mean,
well,
Hidden Shadow...
top lane.
Yeah, Destiny is in the top lane after taking the blue buff from Hidden Shadow, forces the flash away from Nonki. Meanwhile, Hidden Shadow goes into one and flash, binding onto Frenzy. Ignite is down and the gank will pay off as Hidden Shadow gets the kill.
Yeah, okay, so the patience did definitely pay off. And with the way that...
Oh, mid lane? Heaven actually does get a decent trade onto Knudsen. I forgot he's running Cleanse, so not quite enough damage there.
No, but with the way Destiny chose to route, this means that if Hidden Shadow plays this smart, he didn't actually lose too much. He can go up and take the blue right now. It looks like he will be going up there with Mongilo. This means that even though he had a lot of patience waiting in the bot lane a long time, because of the way Destiny routed, he won't actually lose anything off it.
Yeah, which is, you know, pretty good, I guess. Right now I actually see both of the junglers setting up some sort of vertical jungling, with Destiny being on the top side and Hidden Shadow in the bot side. So it does tell you where these teams want to place it. Now Destiny tries to go for round 2. No flash on, he goes in under the turret and gets the kill onto Camille.
That was a great flash W after he hit the spear. And with the damage from Nysig and then like the last bit of burst damage from Destiny, that was amazing. And that is definitely what you want. That is definitely what you want right now. As I talked about, they probably want to set up this top lane. Rangeline can snowball really heavily. Looks like Hidden Shadow approaching more towards the bot lane though, which makes sense. The Lucian gets really strong in the mid game, and if he gets there earlier, he'll just run the game with him.
Yeah, we saw yesterday Lucian not necessarily being unlocked by Ares against Cepheus. This time, however, if Shim will get focused around now how he is right now by Hidden Shadow, then definitely this Lucian will be much, much stronger. And this Pantheon just picked up the Moby boot, so he can gank and move around the map even more.
Yeah, so there we already see a difference in the playstyle of the two junglers. Hidden and just in jungle picks. So Pantheon, Hidden Shadow. You want to gank a lot. That is like the job for Pantheon. He's not really he's not that clear. He's not that strong at clearing. Ooh.
Oh, Gorange will get stand up and bind it up as well. A nice sharp onto Shim will slow down him, but not enough. Still a kill going onto Gorange. Lucian now on the board. In the top side, however, Noki goes in with the hookshot onto Nysig. Will he get stand up? No, he will not. Nysig trying to find enough damage. Destiny is up here as well. Can he find the spear? No, he cannot. Nice sidestep from Nonki. Just getting in with the Dark Harvest stack. However, Hidden Shadow is doing work in the bot side.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say is that on Hidden Shadow, on Pantheon, you want to focus on ganking. Your clear isn't that strong. Meanwhile, on Nidalee, you have a decent clear, so you can actually do kind of both. Gank a little and clear a little. That's why you're going to go for this full jungler item first, instead of going for these Moby boots, as we see that Hidden Shadow's going for. So it's very interesting in the different way they play this. But they are just focusing on each side of the map. Like, these junglers don't want anything to do with each other, which is right now in a great for Hillerød. First of all, they of course got these kills.
Hidden Shadow is once again in the bot lane though. Mongilo is sitting in the bush. He has now angle for the mining, does not find it. But is stand on to Gorange, still landing nevertheless. He jumps back with the stun behind me. And he will get out.
Yeah, so what I was going for is, this is great for them for the reason that they have the control of a dragon with this kind of style of jungling. Hillerød is the ones who own this dragon. They're probably going to have to give up a Rift Herald because of the way they've divided this. But they start off with an Infernal Drake. First, like, that is an amazing start if they get this Drake early on.
It will be a great one, definitely. However, Nysig in the top lane actually has a 2-level lead over Nonki.
We are seeing Destiny moving down the bottom jungle for once. Like, this is the first time he moves down towards the bottom jungle.
Yeah, and Heavian actually does get snuffed with a Frozen Move, uses the cleanse to get away from the stun of the Pantheon, and will get out alive, just burning that summoner for now. And both of these teams, they are just trying to force the advantages.
There are definitely a lot of advantages to be forced, but as said, we're not... So Destiny is in the bottom jungle. This is not something he did before. He might start to realize that Nysek has gotten that first assist. He's gotten the lead in top lane. He doesn't need it anymore. I can go focus bot lane now. And they won't have to give up this dragon then.
Yeah, so far, however, Hero being so much ahead in the bot side of the map does mean that both Heaven and Destiny were forced back into their jungle. They do have some defensive vision though, so it will help them control this objective to some extent, although Destiny is already moving up to the top side as the blue buff of the Hidden Shadow is respawning, so we could be seeing
and
that vertical
jungling towards bot lane again.
Yeah, Hidden Shadow is bot lane, so vertical jungling once again it is. Mongilo just playing around this brush so much. It is probably one of the most annoying things you can do on a pick support, just sit in that brush and make your enemies always be careful. Hidden Shadow, however, he's trying to go in. He will get tagged by the 90 caliber net, so the movement speed from the mobbies will disappear mid lane though. We could be seeing some fight between Hivian and Knudsen, but no follow-up. Ultimate is available for Hivian and it's all cooldown for Knudsen. So yeah.
Donkey is having a rough time in top lane. He's already 10 CS behind, and he's just not getting to go up to those minions. Nysek is just controlling this top lane so much. They know that Hidden Shadow's playing towards the bot lane, so Nysek is not even scared of him getting up there.
Oh, a Scatter Nuke stun lands onto Knudsen, and the Unleashed Power bursts him down. Destiny coming in for the kill. Hevian getting it down onto himself.
So yeah, this is definitely a great start from Caeli. Like, this is a start you want from Caeli. They're already 800 gold ahead. Their bot lane is having a rough time. But as I talked about, Frenzy is playing this Caitlyn. Caitlyn scales pretty decently. Of course, you want to get those items to scale. But he's 10 CS behind, and he is still, like, he has the same issues that Donkey's having in the top lane, basically. But he scales a lot better right now, so that shouldn't be a big problem for him, unless that Hidden Shadow or Nunkey gets really scary for them. And that's kind of what they locked down. Nunkey's not gonna get scary. And Hidden Shadow might get very scary, but he's here to take care of with this guy of the week, with the 90 caliber net.
Yes, however, the thing is that Caeli, they are ahead in gold right now. They are falling behind in the bot lane, since, you know, a Grasp Caitlyn really does say that you're not necessarily looking to win the lane, but getting an overall 800 gold lead on the map will be helpful, and Nysek just keeps punishing Donkey. However, the Grand Scaffold comes down onto the bot lane. Gorange gets stand up, and it is an easy kill for the Pantheon.
So yeah, they are just heavily focused on this bot lane. And because of the Nysek's way of pushing all times, Destiny can't even focus top lane that much anymore. So Caeli's gotta start adapting now, because they are trading a lot that they shouldn't be trading right now.
Destiny will try and stay in the mid lane, get the second plating, try and pick up as much return gold as possible, whilst Hillerød will be taking that Infernal Drake. And right now Caeli, they are still in the lead, but as you said, they are taking these trades. Knudsen tries to go in with the Frozen Tomb onto the Destiny's Nidali, and he will get brought down to half HP, but just gets out safely.
And here's it, what I talked about, the dragon. He's taking the dragon free. They control the bot lane. That dragon is totally free for them. But meanwhile, Destiny is controlling the top lane, which means they could get this Herald if they want to.
Right now Nysek is actually recalling back to the base, so definitely not right now, but they could be looking to do so in the future. Nysek is overall around 600 gold ahead of his counterpart, mostly due to that CS lead combined with the assist gold, so he's doing well against Nonky. And one thing that is really good for Renekton is that his items are actually slightly cheaper than Camille's, so he will get 2 items faster than Camille even if they are even on gold. Needless to say, when they are ahead. However, we could be seeing some fight in the bot side. Oh, Shim is jumping in, the stun onto Destiny immediately gets him down. If any do the fight, he does find the shadow, actually Gorange picking out the kill in the end. Knudsen trying to show damage. Frenzy in the bot side falls down to Ignite of Mongilo. Gorange doing his best to keep Hivian alive, and overall a 2-for-1 fight in favor of Hillerød.
So yeah, that is definitely what Hillerød is looking for. They were behind on gold. They're still 200 gold behind, which is not that much. They're gonna get that pretty fast now because they get to get some farm. And that was what they were looking for. They want to try and assert their dominance even harder. Hillerød basically already said, top, Monkey, you don't matter. We don't care about you. Go out there and just don't feed too much.
Yeah, well, talk about not feeding. Nonkey is actually taking some nice trades against Isaac right now that he has completed the Tiamat. Still not necessarily winning them against the Renekton, since Renekton is just such a powerful pick in this top lane, and Isaac, you just see the trades. Nonkey getting dropped down to 400 HP. But yeah,
I want to talk about the rune actually from Isaac.
Go on then.
I love press attack on the Renekton for one reason alone. You can proc the whole press attack with one ability. If you're over 50% of your rage and you press W, that will proc your whole press attack. That is 3 hits that does. And they all count as individual hits.
Yeah, that's not fun. Honestly, we saw Donkey getting bursted down so quickly. Isaac getting actually the second plating for himself as well will help him secure some more gold. That is 320 gold in total in these platings, and the Herald has been secured by Destiny as well. So even though Hillerød they are making this practice plays in the bot side, Caeli are with the gold lead and they are also answering back on the top lane. Oh, mid lane. Oh. Mid lane we see the Grand Scaffold coming down. Hivian can get out, has no summoner, so should any lockdown come down. Criminal Frenzy bot lane uses the heal, but Shim will just run him down with the calling. Hivian in the jungle picks down as well. Monjiro with the kill top side. Nonkey could be the one versus the situation. The Dark Fire is proc. Can Destiny find enough damage? Can he close the gap? No, he cannot. Nonkey makes it out under his own turret.
Yeah, so what I wanted to talk about, well, what I said, what happened, what would happen, exactly happened. Destiny got this Herald for free. They're gonna push on the top lane now. They're probably gonna get the tower if he puts down the Herald. Okay, doesn't look like they're gonna, but Nonkey is gonna go for the teleport. Okay, he does put down the Herald. My bad. He does actually put down the Herald.
Yes, Nonkey is in the top lane with the Herald. Hidden Shadow is also up there. The Herald though will charge and get the gold as well with all the plating. So that is a nice chunk of gold going in favor of Caeli. But they still lost these 2 kills, and in the end the goal is actually dead on even with Shim pushing in the bot lane turret. Oh, teleport however from Isaac. Shim is in a 1 versus 3 situation. Will get stand up and a shutdown donated to Frenzy.
That is exactly what you want to do right now with Isaac. Isaac has been the one who's gotten the advantage from Destiny, so you want to abuse him around the map right now. You want him to come around and say, here's how we do this, here's how we do this, and you want him to control the fights and get the picks. Get Frenzy more ahead, because this TP was amazing. We stopped Shim from taking the turret. We're actually pushing our own turret here, and there's no one really to contest us. The Grand Scaffold isn't ready, so that's a free turret for them as well. Frenzy is just backing off for some reason. I don't know what he got kind of scared of, but he decided to go back.
Maybe some miscommunication. There is someone calling a member missing when they in fact were in position. They will take that turret in the end though, and that is what matters. Caeli, they are breaking ahead at 15 minutes. Destiny once again trying to make something in the top lane. And honestly, that is... I'm going to say I am surprised to see Caeli actually getting ahead in the early game against Hillerød. I mean, maybe if you look at the draft, it's not as surprising, but still, considering how Hillerød were dominant and how Caeli were this middle of the pack team, as we called them, this is a great performance.
Caeli are definitely showing right now that how an amazingly talented team they are as a team. How their calls are very clean and they know how to play around this map. They're definitely showing that off right now. Hillerød has just been showing this game so far that their mechanics are better when it comes to fighting.
Yeah, however, in the middle lane we see yet another fight. The White Scaffold coming down onto Hivian. Aegis of Zionia stun from Hidden Shadow secures him the kill.
Yeah. There we see it. Hillerød are better at picking up these kills right now. That is what they're strong at right now. But picking up these kills right now doesn't matter. Like, that's great for them. That's what they want right now. They're not going for objectives.
And Frenzy just gets picked off by Shim's Lucian in the meantime. With the Blade of the Ruined King, Kenty just cannot do anything in a 1 vs 1 situation. This will also get the Dragon and the turret right now. And the binding onto Gorange might get Hillerød yet another kill. He does pop down the Unbreakable, will jump over the wall towards Destiny. Shim is still on the chase though. Will back out right now, and Hillerød, they are getting themselves the goal lead with 2 Infernal Drakes.
The fact that there was 2 Infernals.
I don't think we will get to talk because Klusen is going in once again. Gorange will stay alive in the shadow, is running dangerously though. Destiny though will fall down. Hivian trying to deal some damage. Shim in the front line just popping them with the auto attacks. And the turret will go down in favor of Hillerød. Frenzy trying to to damage them with the auto attacks, not quite finding enough of it with the Caitlyn.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is the fact that it's 2 Infernals is really unlucky for Caeli. Of course, the dragons are random, and they chose to go for a playstyle where they knew they were gonna have to give up some dragons. That those 2 dragons are Infernals really does not help them. Especially because Hillerød are going for this kill game right now. And the Infernals are just gonna help them even more with that. Hillerød are playing the style that's saying, we're not gonna siege before we get kills. So we kill you, then we siege, then rinse and repeat. Meanwhile, Caeli are going for more playing around the map. And Caeli are playing that great, but they will just hit a point where playing around the map probably won't be enough anymore, because they will just get out-fought by every one of Hillerød's members.
We have already the Hex Drinker onto Hidden Shadow, 2 items completed on Shim. Knudsen already looking towards that Luden's Echo, so as you said, the members are getting individually ahead. Nonki is also working towards that Triforce, still probably a while until they get this. Hillerød will also get the turret on the top side, equalize the tower game, and, you know, Caeli really need to find something soon if they want to have a strong chance in the mid game. But Gorange might get picked up once again. The Unbreakable has been pulled down. Shim has so much damage, Ignite down as well, and Shim is on the killing spree. The Grand Skyfall gets the double kill for Shim as Kivian is picked off.
Shim is being so scary this game, and we talked about this in the pre-show, we've talked about this in the draft, we talked about this all the time. Shim is a scary player, and he is showing
and Destiny will get picked off as well, with Knudsen securing the kill.
All of Hillerød is scary individually right now. And as Caeli, the best way for you to answer back right now is actually just trying to go for the mechanically outplays, which they've been lacking this game. Hillerød has been showing themselves to be way better mechanically, and that is what they're winning off right now.
And they will secure their first inhibitor at just 18 minutes into the game. And Hillerød not really having a goal lead for the majority of the time, but in the last 5 or even less minutes, they managed to extend it to 4,000 and secure, and I mean break open the base of Caeli. That's very impressive. A stand from Hivian will land onto Hidden Shadow, however the Black Shield making sure that none of CC can lock him down, and a pick attempt is denied from Caeli.
Yeah, so again, there we see the fact that the mechanical outplays from Hillerød has gotten Hillerød so far ahead. Just means you can't barely even catch any of them if Mongillo is there. Mongillo's Black Shield is way too tanky for you to even get this lockdown on them. So as Caeli right now, you want to try and really go for the scaling. You want to try and hold this game out and say, if we get to scale, we're stronger. But Hillerød are just locking down every opportunity right now for them to scale by going for forcing these fights and sieging through these fights.
And Shim is just so strong, as well as Hidden Shadow actually. I mean, I decided to talk about him too much. He's sitting on 10 Dark Harvest stacks already, 3, 1, and 4. Has more than enough damage to burst really anyone. And however, Nizik is in the 1 versus 2 in the bot lane. Nonki running very low. Nizik will just barely not find the kill, as the slow from the tactical sweep does keep him at bay for now. Binding from the Mongillo to buy some more time. Nonki does land the hookshot, and Nizik gets the kill as well. However, here comes Hidden Shadow. He should be able to get it, and he does pick up the kill in the end, a 1-for-1 trade. Knudsen in the jungle, alone on the Lysandra, does follow the glacial path. The Frozen Tomb onto Gorange will lock him down on this rope. Nowhere to run. Knudsen gets the kill. Destiny trying to go in, cannot even find it. Hivian's unleashed power is not enough. Hidden Shadow comes over the wall with a spear, and a 4-for-1 trade in favor of Hillerød.
And we're just 20.5 minutes in, and this is such a great showing from Hillerød. Hillerød showed that early on they're willing to give up some turrets because they know that turrets are a resource in this game, basically. They want to give up some turrets so they can make plays otherwise and get these champions, these players, so far ahead. They were willing to give up whole top lane and basically say, we don't care about you, Nonki, because they knew if Hidden Shadow and Shim got a hit, they would basically win this game, and they're showing that right now.
Oh, Nizik actually does go for the kill onto Mongillo, has to burn his flash. Shim now is trying to dish out the damage, get away from Gorange, and Nizik, the actual fissure will be dodged away from. And Illusion gets away to safety. Now Hidden Shadow though is on a flank. If he finds someone, he could be very scary. So much single target burst on this Pantheon, but is not able to find it.
Yeah, there's like we're seeing the same thing over and over again, and I feel like I'm repeating myself. Because these teams are just playing, like, they're doing what I said. They're doing rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
Hidden Shadow going on to Destiny's Nidalee. The Dark Harvest is being probed, but the Pantheon is the one in danger. As Nice picks up the shutdown, Kusen is out of mana. Nonkey goes in with the hookshot. Nice in the front line will get bursted down. Shim is dominating, unleash power onto Nonkey. Gets the kill. Shim is out of mana, but dashes over the wall. Does find the kill as Heaven gets Gorange. Frenzy falls down to Shim, the double kill for the Lucian. And Hillerød with another fight win.
Yeah, so actually while the rest of the fight was going on, Shim was actually just down saying, I want to get this third Infernal. They got the third Infernal while that fight was going on. And that Hillerød getting 3 Infernals this game is so unlucky for Caeli, and is so nice for Hillerød. They're getting so much damage off now. Some people might be scared of lacking damage with a team like this, cause, well, Camille, you gave up her, so she's not gonna have a lot of damage. You have a Pantheon who's known for falling off, and Lissandra who's known to be more tanky than damage, and then you have Lucian who's also known for kind of falling off in late. But they're pulling this off really well by saying, these guys fall off in late, so we're not gonna get too late.
And now in the mid lane, Hivian will look to be surrounded by 2 members. Nice flash over the wall to get him safe for now. A stun onto Hidden Shadow. He goes in with onto Destiny. Jumps and gets the kill in the end. Hivian falls down to Knudsen. The glacial figure from Gorange to try and buy some more time. Has to burn the flash as well. And 2 kills in favor of Hillerød.
Yeah, Hillerød are this far ahead that even when Caeli thinks, oh, we gotta pick now, they don't. We saw that before as well. They think they get a pick, they don't. They end up dying themselves.
And Hillerød, they are getting the Baron. I mean, it is on 7,000 HP. No smite on side of Caeli alive. They're not even trying to contest it. And Hillerød will secure themselves the Baron. 23 minutes into the game, getting a 9,000 gold lead. And Caeli, there is so little they can do right now. However, in the bot lane, Isaac is trying to find Nonkey. Nonkey has to flash over the wall. The Blastcone will get him away to safety, though.
I do want to point out one thing that is really like, it's very unseen in this caliber of play, and it's very rare to see this. Look at the map. There is not a lot of wards out. Both of these teams kind of play blindly right now, which is hard. It's hard to play blind, especially when you're behind. You don't want to play blind when you're behind, because you're gonna go into a bush, and boom, there's Shim, and he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, and Shim now does get the kill. Monjulo actually getting the kill. Hidden Shadow going into the middle of everyone. Finds the kill onto Hivian. Trying to get Gorange. That spear deals so much damage. Nonkey does not fall out. The hookshot. 2 kills going already in favor of Hillerød. Frenzy will fall down. Killing spree for the Pantheon. Isaac 1 versus 5. Under the Inhibitor turret, and with 4 kills now in favor of Hillerød, you must wonder that it will be the game.
It looks like to be the game right now, yes. There is the Baron empowered minions. You're a full 5-man team against lonely Gorange. It is definitely gonna be the game. There is not much to say. Caeli just wanna go for... Basically just wanna go for say, how do we do next game?
Yeah, we will be however seeing one more fight here for trying to pick up some more kills, though they will just focus on the Nexus, and with a clean finish, take game 1 over Caeli.
Yeah, so that's game 1. We want to talk a little about what to change for game 2, because you definitely want to make changes for game 2. As Caeli, I think it's don't give up a whole side of the map, because the thing with Hillerød is they're so good at this game that if you give them just one lane and say, here's that's your lane, you can do what you want, basically, they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna win through this lane then. So I think Caeli, they want to say, we don't just give them one side of the map, because we can't afford to do that, as they are just that good of a team.
Yeah, even just the solution and the Pantheon getting ahead proved to be detrimental in the end. As I said, unlucky with the Dragons, but that is something that you need to account for. They, in the end, weren't able to quite get the snowball rolling on the Renekton, and even though it looked good from Caeli, Hillerød managed to break the game open fairly soon and close it out very cleanly. Is there anything more to say about this game?
No, I think that's actually it. I think we're just gonna go into a short break until we meet you guys back in the next game, or next draft.
See you then.
Legends never die. when the world is calling you? Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you play for reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll ride into smoke when the fire is fierce. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world's calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die. They're written down in eternity, but you'll never see the price it costs. The scars collected all their lives. When everything's lost, they pick up their hearts and avenge defeat. Before it all starts, they suffer through harm just to touch a dream. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world's calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die. When the world is calling out your name, begging you to fight. Pick yourself up once more. Pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world's calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die.
Tell me, where do I go? Tell me, where do I take us? Your heart is starting to slow. May the water be safe. As I dive in, bloodstains washing underneath the waves. I'll be reaching out to give you faith.
Welcome back everyone. After the break we are going into the draft for game 2 and Heimerdinger is banned straight away.
Yeah, of course he is. Shim is way too scary and he already showed what he can do on a champion he's not known for as Lucian and be scary there. So of course they're not going to give him his main champion. Like, that would be going on an island as a Christian, you know? That kind of stupid.
Okay, well, anyways, here they ban out the Alistar. Not sure if we saw it banned away last game. We didn't see it getting picked, so interested to see that one go through. It could suggest a shake-up of play style. They could be going for something else.
They could just be scared of the Kai'Sa Alistar combo, you know? They might not go for, like... They might go see that Caeli's banning Lucian, and then, well, that leaves that Kai'Sa is open. Kai'Sa works really great with Alistar, so like they just want to maybe just want to get rid of that. Maybe they just want to make sure they can't be tower dove in the bot lane, which could potentially say some funnel. I don't think so, but it could potentially say it.
Yeah, I think we're pushing the funnel hype slightly too early, since you know it's just the 4th ban, and Karthus has been already removed. Here we're now thinking on their 2nd ban. Actually, these teams are taking pretty long. They're taking their time to just decide on what they ban. The Tristana will be the 2nd ban of their choice.
So the Tristana is removed once again. I'm still kind of flabbergasted by the Tristana ban. It's not something I expected to see. They might have be scared of some specific things from Frenzy with that pick. I'm actually not totally sure.
Frenzy did play in solo queue. He also invented the greatest build. I saw him play one game with 6 tiers, so on the Tristana. So I think it's that.
And Hillerød themselves are looking to remove the Lucian. They just played it really well, but they are removing it themselves. I know it's just 6 bans, but I'm saying it still looks more and more like the final could be the truth, since Alistar and Lucian both work really well against it.
Could be happening, but Caeli have the first pick. If Caeli just go with the Kai'Sa, then it can't deny a big part of the split push. Although, you know, Kai'Sa is not the must-have, it definitely is a good pick.
Yeah, especially now Lucian is removed. Kai'Sa struggles a lot with the early game. Well, not a lot, but struggles a little with the early game. Lucian is really good at countering that. It is the Israel pickup though, which makes sense. As friends, you come off a game just getting completely camped, and Israel is a very, very, very safe pick as an AD carry.
And Kai'Sa for the hero, so Milo's funnel dreams are still alive.
They're still alive, yes.
Yes.
But it does make sense with the Lucian ban. Kai'Sa pickup makes a lot of sense with banning Lucian. And generally, Kai'Sa works really well, works fine against Ezreal, and it doesn't have to be funnel to work here. Like, Kai'Sa can work great in normal comps as well.
That is a Lulu.
Is it the Lulu top lane? Is it the Lulu funnel? Is it the Lulu bot lane? We'll see.
Yeah, here we're definitely playing the... You know, we can flex it around kind of card. Color Point is probably getting...
Oh yeah, Color Point is loving this.
He's getting spasms right now or something like that.
He is yelling in some corner right now, just
yes. Yeah, she will finally see how it is supposed to be played. Not saying anything. Anyways, coming back into the draft, Caeli, they have their 2nd pick. It will be the Lissandra, so much safer composition already from them.
So yeah, just want to point out this is probably going to be Kashka's last cast for that comment about Lulu and Colorpoint. So let's have a good cast today.
Yes, I will miss you guys.
It is, yeah, but as you said, it's the Lissandra pick. Lissandra is such a safe pick. They are just picking really safe champions right now. They are respecting Hillerød a lot, it looks like. Or they might have some great plan. Nicek with the Renekton again. He did play that Renekton so well last game. And he just did all he could. It just wasn't enough.
Kindred, however, for Hillerød. So
my
actually,
funnel dreams are still alive. They did funnel with the Kindred Lulu last time.
Yes, they did against Hydra in game 2. And it was actually Hidden Shadow on the Kindred as well. So, you know, that could happen. They could put the Kai'Sa into the bot lane or support with the... I mean, yeah, just AD carry. Standard thing.
Yeah, because they did, like, last time, they did funnel with the Lulu Kindred. With the Lulu and the... Because the great thing about the Lulu Kindred is, if you funnel into that and this funnel doesn't really work out, you'll just send Lulu mid lane, and then Kindred will just normally jungle.
Caeli removing the tank top lanes as well. I mean, the Sion is getting rid of, which makes sense since if you've got Nizik on the Renekton and he has played it so well, you just want to remove all the obnoxious tanks that can just survive anything you throw at them. So, you know, not surprised to see that. Hillerød could be looking to ban out this yet another support since they have got the Lulu.
They are probably looking to ban out frontliners. Banning the support is basically the safest. They actually didn't ban anything. That is, they were probably too slow to make a decision and just lost their ban. But yeah, banning the Braum makes a lot of sense. You don't want to have this big, beefy guy in front kind of denying you everything. But if it is the little mid lane with the funnel, there's something lacking in support in the bot lane.
That is true. They could also play double mage bot lane, although not sure how that will turn out, and if they decide to go for it, they could put like Kai'Sa top lane. I don't know.
They're removing the Ornn, so they are just removing these tanks that deal really well with Renekton and are just really safe in the lane. Because if you want to go for the funnel, if they go for the funnel, I'm so hyped because I've spent hours and hours and hours of reading about funnel.
Yeah, and we can see it when Lyra just pulls it off every single game now.
But yeah, we like tanks work great into this matchup because first of all, against a Renekton, someone like Shen is amazing. You can deny hold his W with your own W basically, and you just want to make sure that like you have a top laner who can survive. Either pick winning lanes or pick lanes that just hold. The Shen as well with the Lulu with the Kindred. I'm actually gonna be serious when I say we might actually see a Zilean.
If a Zilean is picked from here, well then that is an ultimate protect the Kai'Sa composition. I guess Kindred is there as well. She has a lot of self-peel, but with all of this protection, Caeli, they are going for the engage and kill, just so much burst damage. Pyke locked in, Nocturne is Havard, and if it will be the pick of their choice, then Caeli have so much single target burst.
Exactly. Ooh, or
oh my
god, the Janna pickup. That was
the Janna.
Okay, but still an ultimate protect the AD carry comp. You're not gonna let Kai'Sa die here. Lulu, Kindred, Shen, Janna shields, Janna ultimates. You're not gonna let Janna like this Kai'Sa die at all. Or you're gonna say we're just gonna let Kai'Sa die. Kai'Sa doesn't matter to us. We're just gonna focus on destroying Kindred. But you know what this shows me?
That Color has spoken with Hillerød.
No, it shows me that it might very well be the Kindred Lulu funnel.
Could be.
It shows me that it very might well be, because you're not gonna like if you have the Lulu anyways, why not just go with the funnel instead of sending Lulu mid lane, right? You don't want to go the Janna into the funnel because that makes very little sense.
I mean, you're the funnel master. I honestly dislike this strategy because it confuses me a lot, but so you know.
Well, don't worry. We will get, if it is the funnel, we will get very in depth with it today. I will get into the darkest corners of the funnel. Don't worry.
Well, hopefully we'll see a lot of fighting so I can interrupt. I mean, yeah.
But yeah, as Frenzy is so like happily writing in the chat, it's gonna be a no fun bot lane. It is the Kai'Sa, probably the Kai'Sa Janna. I'm not gonna say anything too certain right now with this pickups, but it is the Kai'Sa Janna versus the Ezreal Pyke probably, which is gonna be a no fun bot lane because Kai'Sa and Janna, they're not gonna get hit by the Pyke if they play it well. But on the other side, if Gorns plays this Pyke really well, that might be very hard kill potential from them. So it's gonna be very exciting to see. We're actually looking at the pickups right now. They are picking up for their own lanes in the client. So we are going to see, is Knudsen going to take the Lulu? Because if it is very likely going to be that funnel. And there's no one really else to send mid lane unless you want to go the Lulu, Janna bot lane and Kai'Sa mid, which...
I don't think it works against Pyke, you know?
No, I don't think so either. Knudsen is taking up the Lulu and that means we might most likely see the funnel. I think I need a little break to just cool down until we get into the game.
Yes, alright. Well, so we've got the funnel versus a lot of damage from Caeli. Milo is recharging his batteries, so, you know, you will hear him a lot after the break because he will break down everything, and if he doesn't, then report. So we will see you after that.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment, now is your time. So prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Rise, push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Rise. Welcome to the climb up, reach for the summit. Visions brave and one false step lead the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment, take to the skies. Go prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Rise, push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. It is you fight among the dead beneath the dirt. Or do you know yet? Or do you want it? And when the giants call to ask you what you're worth, or do you know yet?
Hello and welcome everyone to Game 2 between Hillerød and Caeli. Hillerød took a Game 1 win, now they will be looking to close out the series 2-0. And I'm Kachka, joined by the depressed version of Milo, as it turns out it's not a funnel.
Yannick, I hate you. Getting my hopes up and then doing this to me. It's like, you might as well just rip my heart out. Yeah, it is definitely not the funnel. We're seeing Lulu running the cleanse, we're seeing her starting the Doran's ring. It is definitely not gonna be funnel, but it is still very funnel-like, I would say, which is not really a word, but it is now.
Hyper carry centered playstyle is what I like calling it.
It is funnel-like, okay?
Okay, well,
it is. No,
funnel-like
yeah, right.
is easier to say.
It is hyper carry centered. It is protect the AD carry comp still. We have so much potential, and the great thing with this, with running both the Kindred and the Kaiser, is if one of them doesn't really work out for you, let's say that Shim is gonna have problems in the lane with Kaiser, well, then you still have the Hidden Shadow on the Kindred to run through as your hyper carry, all the other way around. And yeah, there's just so much potential in this. I'm gonna be excited. It's gonna be exciting to see if Nunky can, because basically Nunky is gonna try and probably split push as much as possible. He has to stand united to get into his hyper carries if needed, and else he's probably just gonna split push. And they could, well, Caeli could send both Hyvian and Nysek for him, or like one of them, or either, basically. It's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna choose to deal with Nunky, and if Nunky can deal with this pressure, because, well, if he used Stand United, Nysek is gonna teleport with him. Then Nunky, next time Nunky goes into side lane, they're just gonna send Hyvian, and they both have teleport. It's gonna be exciting to see how they play around this.
Yeah, this will be something to look forward to in the mid-game stages of the game. So far though, in the laning phase, there isn't as much as fighting, I mean, guaranteed fighting as there could have been. Gorange is on the pike, so he will be looking for some picks. Mid lane is Lissandra into Lulu. That's not a lot of action to be looking forward to. I am mostly looking at the top lane to see if Nysek can bully out Nonky, because Shen, he's, in my opinion, a slightly stronger 1v1 fighter than Camille in the early levels.
I don't think Nunky's gonna have money issues. He has the wow, I'm blanking out now. He has the grasp of undying. Wow. Yeah, he has the grasp of undying. Plus, he has the W to deny a lot of damage. So, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too big of an issue for him. This time we see more traditional jungling. We see them kinda, yeah, going on their own sides.
And we also see a fight in the mid lane. Destiny does find the fear onto Hidden Shadow, and first blood goes in favor of Hyvian. Caeli getting themselves on the board early. Knudsen will be slowed down, but no immediate threat of dying, as both sounds available and will just walk out.
Yeah, Hidden Shadow doesn't want to go for these fights yet. He's a scaling champion, he's Kindred. Early game, Destiny want to go for the fights.
Oh, Shim does get Bone Skewered back into Frenzy. Ignite is dropping now kill, trying to get away. Flash as well from Shim will just barely keep him alive. He gets out under his tower in the end. Good engage from Gorange. Top lane, however, Nysek is running low, and Destiny is coming out the top lane. Flash forward from Donkey, gets the Renekton down. The fear from Destiny secures the kill, and looks like we are trading kills across the map.
Yeah, and everything right now of trading is definitely in the favor of Caeli. First time, the first kill, they just get this.
A Bone Skewer onto Monjulo. He does flash away, and Frenzy will not find the kill in the end.
Yeah, okay, so let me go back to my point. So yeah,
Yes.
first they get first blood free, and this time they trade, but they trade 1-for-1, where Nysek still gets the assist. That's more goal efficient for Caeli. Plus, you're getting the kill onto a Shen, which is okay. It's not really the best, but it's okay. Meanwhile, they're getting the kill onto a Nocturne. Nocturne is scary, especially against this protected AD carry comp.
You can just dive the backline so easily. One good thing though for Hillerød is how much backline protection they have. You've got the Wild Growth and the Monsoon. You can also position Hidden Shadow in the backline if it comes to that, and just put down the Lamb's Respite as well. So, you know, you've got the Nocturne, but you also have so much protection. So I'm really looking at Destiny to start making kills happen as soon as he hits level 6.
But that's exactly why I'm saying that it's dangerous getting kills. Like, dangerous for Hillerød that Destiny's getting these kills. Because if Destiny gets far enough ahead, he'll just one-shot your hyper carry anyways. And you'll have to have, like, inhuman reactions to protect him. Which some of these Hillerød players have shown us before they have, but you can't have that every time.
Like one time you will be just this nanosecond, I mean not really, just a fraction of a second too late, too early. I mean, you know, it won't work out and the Nocturne will end up one-shotting. Caeli right now, once again, they are in this slight lead in the early game. Goran tries to go in with the Ghost Water Dive onto Mongilo. No flashes available on either of them. He does not sidestep the bot skewer and it will seal his fate. Nonkey's teleporting down to the bot side. You now cannot cancel that at all onto two members and Goran will get traded back. Now she's trying to show the damage, try and pick up the kills. Nonkey's running, going in the front line. Destiny charging the fear out onto the Kaiser. Shim is running for a low. Frenzy gets the kill. Nonkey drops down as well, and Caeli getting 3 kills for none.
That is the danger of not being able to cancel teleport these days. If you make a teleport and it's kinda risky, I think under normal circumstances he would definitely have canceled that teleport. But since he couldn't, well, Shim tried to follow him up.
Now in the mid lane, I mean the jungle, I will interrupt you because Hidden Shadow gets feared up. Destiny gets traded back on Judo with the kill in the end. So a shutdown is secured, but this Nocturne is 4-1-2 anyways.
Okay, so what I was saying is, under other circumstances, he would definitely have disrupted that teleport, but since he couldn't, Shim had the feeling that he need to follow up on it. They ended up getting 1 kill, but they ended up dropping 2. Hidden Shadow getting this, later on, Hidden Shadow getting this shutdown. No, he doesn't even get the shutdown. Not Hidden Shadow, sorry. It comes on to...
It was Mongilo who picked it up.
It goes on to Mongilo even, which is not what you want. You want it on Hidden Shadow.
Earlier Ardent Sensor Monkais.
Yeah, we're getting an earlier Ardent Sensor. Woo! No, but it's definitely not what you want. And Hillerød just... They're getting stuff, but they don't get them the way they want them right now.
And... Yeah, really... Here, they are falling behind and they will need to start make something happen. Destiny is now level 6. So I think it's slightly out of control for Hero since Nonkey isn't 6 yet, the teleport is on cooldown and Destiny is pathing towards that bot side. The flashes are still unavailable, the partner goes down onto Shim, he gets bone skewered back and Frenzy or Destiny actually picking up the kill in the end.
So we are having Destiny getting fed, basically. They are basically just feeding these kills to Destiny. Which is good. We just talked about it. They want Destiny ahead. They want Destiny to be able to one-shot. And that is what's going on right now. He's getting so much ahead that these hyper carries are going to be no issue for him. Orange is just getting poked a lot right now by Mongilo.
Yeah, he will run fairly low, but he knows where he needs to back off in the mid lane. However, he then tries to go on to Knudsen. Knudsen has got the Wild Growth and the Cleanse available. But no fighting will ensue. Hidden Shadow will just invade the topside jungle, get his mark. It will be his first one.
He didn't actually get it.
Oh, okay, well, Nizik meanwhile...
Took it.
Yeah, Nizik is fighting though. The Stanya is coming down onto the Kindred Land. Respite not available yet. He been going in over the wall. Nonkey picks up Nizik. And here will get a kill. Now level 6 for Hidden Shadow. He saves himself with the ultimate. He been now trying to run under his turret. Has got the Frozen Tomb available. Nonkey just pops the Tiamat active out. And Hevian will be in a 1 versus 3 situation, has got his ultimate available, does use it to deny the taunt, but is in a tricky situation right now. A nice wood, but Knudsen with the kill and Hillerød are answering.
So this is definitely what Hillerød want to go for right now. They want to, when they get these invades, they want a good communication, they want to get these kills, and that was a really good tower dive. They really jungled that tower aggro and really did it well. So that is definitely what they're going for. Ooh, Nonkey is overstaying his welcome though.
Yeah, Destiny is up in the top lane. Knudsen has got the Wild Growth available as well as both of his summoners. The Polymorph running onto Destiny. Flash away from the Don. Nizik trying to go in with a flash of his own. But now he might have overstayed as Hidden Shadow is coming in. And Frenzy has picked up Mongilo in the bot side. In the meantime, Hidden Shadow will get the kill as Nizik falls in the end. Switching back into the bot side, Frenzy and Gorange could be looking for something but will not in the end. A 1-for-1 cross-map kill trade.
So we're just seeing, well, basically what we're seeing right now is both teams being really greedy. Especially Caeli right now are being overly greedy. They, in the bot lane, it paid off for them as they knew where rest of the enemies were. But right now it is just greediness on greediness on greediness. I think Caeli, they're ahead. They need to just take a step back and say, let's stop forcing things and let's play it like we did before. Play it safe, play it around the map, and we can always try and force stuff when we get even more ahead.
And the Paranoia is coming down onto Hidden Shadow. No Lamb starts with flashes away Destiny, no mana. He does get the fear and will get the kill. Nonkey, no 1 versus 2. Can he find the return kill? Destiny is running low. No, he cannot. A double kill for the Nocturne.
Destiny is doing so well right now. 700 bounty, 7-1-12. He is ahead of Hidden Shadow with about 10 farm.
I don't think you will really get to talk because Shim is fighting in the bot side. He does not get counted with the EO for the Pike. The Monsoon keeping his AQ alive. Ignite is ticking down for Shim. Knudsen shows up and therefore Caeli will not go for the fight. I believe that overall...
Look at Destiny. Meanwhile, all this is happening. Look at where Destiny is.
Yeah, Destiny is taking the Herald right now.
He's just getting this Herald. It's pretty much free for him. He just killed Hidden Shadow. Hidden Shadow went towards the bot lane right away as his blue just spawned. I think we'll probably see Hivian going towards the Raptors, or not. He's actually gonna go up towards Destiny, which is interesting because they're basically leaving these Raptors free if Hidden Shadow want to go for that mark, but he is not going down there as French and Gorns are pressuring the bot lane way too much for him to be able to do that.
Yeah, Gorns does get the proc with the Demolish. However, Hidden Shadow has more than enough damage to force them both away. Gorns is running low. The heal has to be expended now. Hidden Shadow could be turned up around. However, Modulo flash forward with the Zephyr slowing down the pipe, and Hidden Shadow picks up the kill. Frenzy is under the turret right now. He is slow though. Hidden Shadow tries to go in. He's so low that will not drop Shim. He still wants to get more. He still wants to get a kill. However, here comes Destiny. Immediate flash away from the Kai'Sa. You just cannot fight this Nocturne at this point.
Destiny is so scary, especially if you are a harbor carry like Kai'Sa. Right now, Destiny is like your worst nightmare. And yeah, he's gonna show that to you. He actually has the Paranoia ready in case he wants to use it.
Yeah, and he's in a 1 versus 3 situation though. Stan United will make that a 1 versus 4. And it is the shutdown landing into Hidden Shadow's pocket. Hivian is on the wrong side of this fight. There will be some support coming in from Gorge. The Tone does miss a nice root from Hivian. Will slow down Nonkey's advance. The shutdown is still picked up though by Hillerød.
Yeah, Nugget just used to teleport up to the top lane immediately. This means though that he has just used all of his map mobility. He doesn't have to teleport, doesn't have to stand united. Which means you can make a lot safer plays around the map now because he won't be able to join the fights. Neither will Nysig with his teleport or Hivian. So you have to play it smart, but at this point you don't have to think about that at least.
Yeah, at the very least this is a possibility taken off the table for now, but 12 minutes in and we see Caeli with a 2.5k gold advantage, a much stronger showing than last game. They have been able to take so many platings. If you look at the map, you have 1 plating in the top lane, 2 platings in the mid lane left, and the turret will actually get taken as a whole in the bot lane. That is just so much objective gold spread across the map, and Destiny, the person that has been starting so many of these fights. Actually, right now Paranoia going into the mid lane onto Knudsen. He does cleanse away, uses the water as well, but Destiny with the kill nevertheless. Hivian falls down as the return kill, so nicely turned around.
So here we see kind of, let's say, mistake of what we were talking about before with the tower aggro. This time they didn't juggle it. There was basically just Hivian taking the tower aggro at all times.
Yes, and I just missed it. I was looking at the mid lane Herald charge.
Hidden Shadow was just spamming the Q at Nysig, and Nysig just took a little too far out.
Oh, Monjulo in the mid lane. That's just too much damage. Destiny fancies his chances with the tower dive, but will be forced back. Overall, 2 towers in the mid lane will be traded just for the tower in the top lane, and Caeli are getting ahead. But do you know what that game reminds me of?
What?
Remember that one game, I don't remember who that was or how far ago, I am trying to look through the notes to see it, where it was just trading everything, literally all the time?
Yes. Yeah, this is just a game of trading. Who makes the best trades, basically. And so far it has definitely been Caeli. Caeli's gotten 2 dragons, they got the Herald, they got 2 mid lane turrets, which open up the map even more for them. They got a bot lane turret, and actually, they didn't even lose the top lane turret right there.
And the Dustblade of Drakthar is now completed on Destiny. It's 14.5 minutes into the game. The 4th turret has just been taken, and Caeli, they are actually looking so strong against Hillerød.
Caeli are looking definitely like the dominant team right now, but as I want to point out one thing, and this is not because I dislike Caeli. Caeli's a great team, but this was what we saw in game 1. Caeli was ahead. They weren't this much ahead, just want to point that out. But they were ahead, and suddenly Hillerød just took the advantage by just outplaying them. Like, outplaying them so badly, just by being more mechanically skilled. But this game, Destiny is stepping up and showing that he knows what he's doing on this Nocturne. And that this is someone you have to be scared of.
And Donkey in the top lane will get stunned down by the Frozen Tomb Heaven, also getting the Ring of Frost, and Destiny tries to get his piece of the pie. The Serious Refuge will deny some damage for the time being, but the Fear flash away from Donkey though. He will get towards his team and the assassination attempt will be denied.
Yeah, so we're seeing here, they're just playing it really, like, Caeli are having a much better showing this game. Like, a much better showing this game. And they're just doing everything what I would almost call perfectly. They are having small hiccups here and there, but they're controlling the map so well. They still haven't lost a single tower yet. And we're just seeing that their picks were just so much better this game. And having the focus around the whole map instead of just one lane was much better for them.
And Isaac in the bot lane will look to get caught out 1 versus 4. He really has nowhere to run. Pops down the Dominus, trying to find some damage. Hidden Shadow is running low, but the Wild Growth will be more than enough. And Hidden Shadow is on a rampage right now on this Kindred, so he is definitely getting back out.
Yes, so he is getting kind of scary. He's at 4 stacks of this Mark now, just because I know people want to know that. He's at the 4 stacks of the Mark, and he is getting scarier and scarier as this game progresses. That's generally the team for Hillerød. They're getting more and more scary as the longer the time the game goes. So as a Caeli player, the time is not on your side. You need to start pressuring, else time will work against you.
We saw Hillerød last game get inhibitor at 18.5 minutes. We'll see if Caeli can match that. A nice bone skewer onto Monjilo will get stunned out with the Phantom Manor to flash this away though. Ignite is ticking down, but not quite enough damage. Overall, just a summoner for a summoner trade, a flash for an ignite, so slightly in favor of Caeli.
Yeah, I want to point out one fun thing actually. So remember how we talked about last game that Hillerød said, "Nonky, we don't care about you."
Yes.
Caeli's doing this game. He's 0-5, Isaac. But that doesn't matter because Caeli says it's fine. You're 0-5, but that's because we decided to focus everywhere else than you.
And so far it is paying off. They are ahead by 5,000 gold. You said it though, the time is not at their side. I still think they have at the very least 10 minutes if they don't throw anything too hard before it will become very, very difficult. So
if they keep playing it like they play now, they have until around 30, and then the game will definitely go in Hillerød's advantage. But this game shouldn't go till 30, at least not without anything big happening. What side the big happenings are going to, that's all up to how they play the fights. But there shouldn't go another 12 minutes without anything big happening.
18 minutes on the clock. The Baron is spawning in just 2 minutes. Frenzy working towards his Triforce on that Ezreal should have about enough gold, or shortly will have enough to complete that item. So once he gets it, the team fights, or the fights of Caeli will actually be scary, as they will have quite a lot of damage available on their side. They are looking just to siege down this top lane turret to allow for easier Baron access, but Hillerød are doing a good job of defending it.
Yeah, Hillerød also, they're probably not thinking of this right now, but Hillerød has to right now fight for just a fluke. That comment. Because if they lose this game, that just a fluke comment goes right out the window, seems like it.
Well, they did drop 1 game against Draco. It was a 50-minute comeback, so, you know, however, right now with the top lane Paranoia going onto Shim, Lab's respite keeps him alive, but for how much longer? Not long is the answer. Fabian is running very low, so is Gorge, Mojilo trying to do whatever he can. But Frenzy just dishing so much damage, the Wild Growth onto Hidden Shadow, and it will be the shutdown traded in the end. A 1-for-1 trade by the turret going in favor of Caeli. Destiny will fall down as well. Hidden Shadow getting the shutdown. Both Nizik and Nonky are fighting it out. Nizik will pick up the kill in the end. And it is just another 2-for-2, but at least a tower going in favor of Caeli.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-2. It's an interesting 2-for-2, I would say. You don't want to lose that shutdown. Like, you lost the 2 players of you who had a gold lead. They lost the shot. Like, you lost the shutdown. They got the shutdown both those. I'm stumbling on my words here. And Kindred, Hidden Shadow, got both of those shutdowns. That's a lot of gold onto Hidden Shadow. And I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Kindred scales really well. So yeah, you're gonna get a scary Hidden Shadow now.
6 stacks already hit on onto Hidden Shadow. One thing that is very good for Caeli though is that Ezreal has got his 2 item spike, and it is the damage one with the Triforce and Muramana, because it is already being stacked up. So especially with his W, I saw just Mungilo's HP dropping back. I thought it was Destiny with the Duskblade. It turned out to be just one combo from Frenzy. He's going to hit even harder now.
So yeah, but yeah, right now it's definitely the 2 junglers showing the most dominance, I would say. Hidden Shadow is just getting a lot right now. He's getting really strong, and he has a lot of the damage. Meanwhile, Destiny has been that the whole game. So definitely a lot of the potential right now is on the junglers. But that's not, we shouldn't rule out Shim and Frenzy. Shim and Frenzy are gonna deal a lot of damage. Frenzy is starting to hit, have hit those real strong power spikes. Shim still has some at least one or two more items to get there.
Ooh, a teleport is being committed from Heaven into bot lane. Donkey does dash out, toning Nizik on the way. But the 6th turret will fall for Caeli. And you said it, Frenzy and Shim will be important factors. One problem I have for Shim is that he really needs to hit that Ginsus at least before he will hit some serious damage.
Yeah, and you said it, that is the 6th tower going down for Caeli, or it's going down for Hillerød, which in that way. Meanwhile, Hillerød hasn't picked up any towers themselves. They're still
no, they have not.
At 0 tower gold. They were close to getting top lane tower, but they had to back off of that as Hivian came up there, and now they haven't even been close ever since.
And you know, let me start again. I just lost my point halfway through. Caeli just have not allowed Hillerød to come close to these turrets, and you know, one thing that is actually different this time is how Caeli moves as a team and sets up vision in the quadrant. We saw them just take the bot lane turret. Bot side jungle, even though right now all this vision isn't too useful, is entirely lit up. They will not actually commit to the Baron. There is a controller that is denying any sort of vision. Now there are pings coming in from here, but the Baron is on 6,000 HP. Hidden Shadow has got the smite, no flash available. It has got the blast bomb to his disposal. It is dropping to 3k. It looks like Caeli will just back out for now. The Stand United is coming in. Paranoia is used for the disengage to try and confuse Hillerød, but they are still very much on the chase. The Monsoon to give the Ardent Sensor. However, Hillerød will just take the fight win. Teleport is coming in from Nizik to support his team in this Baron fight. However, Hillerød managed to successfully zone Caeli away.
So definitely, actually a lot of summoners were spent from the side of Caeli there. We had Destiny's Flash, Nizik's teleport, and Frenzy used his heal, if I'm not mistaken, as well. That's a lot of summoners spent it versus a team who didn't use any. They pretty much used.
Oh wait, however, Hivian looks to find a pick onto Hidden Shadow. The Wild Goat will keep him for some longer, and Hidden Shadow is godlike as he kills Hivian. However, Nizik does pick himself Knudsen up, and Frenzy just assassinates Shim. Nizik in the front line looking for Mongilo. Death from below by Gorage gets the kill, and Nongi will get stand up, is fleeing a shutdown from Frenzy, and Caeli. They are winning this fight, finding the ace for 1, and will get the Baron as well.
So that was a really good re-engage from the side of Caeli. They were just re-engaging from all sides, getting these picks here and there, and suddenly the whole fight was in their favor. It felt like Hillerød didn't really have any idea of whether they should fight or disengage or what they should do. So they basically just kind of ran around like headless chickens.
It was a nice pick onto Hivian there. However, just Caeli being so much ahead, it does seem like a slower reverse of the last game, where it's Caeli right now who are just not allowing Hillerød to make the plays that they want. Good thing for Hillerød though. You have the Infinity Edge on Hidden Shadow, you've got the 2 items on Shim's Kai'Sa, and a second Ardent Sensor is on its way on Knudsen. So, Caeli, this Baron Love, they really need to break open the base, or they will struggle in a few minutes time.
But question is though, is it a little too late maybe? Are we getting these stuff a little too late? As we are seeing that Caeli are taking these stuff very They're turning them very convincingly. This fight, for example, we saw right here was very convincingly. They only lost one member, and that was kind of before the fight even happened. And yeah, but right now they're actually at a great position. Frenzy is all the way back while the rest of the team is going forward. They could fight and probably get a pick or two before Frenzy gets there. But Hillerød has to go for it right away, which they are not. Frenzy is just moving closer.
Yeah, Hidden Shadow is trying to zo.
Oh, whoa!
What?
Frenzy, that is not legal.
That, yes, that is an Ezreal with Triforce and 2 other items. Everyone with the W combo will just force Mongelo into the base and will allow Caeli to break open the base. Frenzy right now, he is the person you need to keep alive. If he can find more of this poke, then that could pretty much win Caeli the game and get us to game 3.
That was yeah, that was amazing. That was a lot of damage. I do want to point out one thing. I don't think we mentioned this earlier, but if Caeli takes just one single point off of Hillerød, they are guaranteed to not go into the promotion games, as they will not be able to be caught up by Lyra. Or so that is really important for them.
Yeah, the possibility of Caeli making into down into demotions is very low anyways, as Lara would need to stomp Topaz to 0, which, you know, with Topaz's form is unlikely, but, you know, it's still nice to have it in your hands.
Believe, man. Gotta believe. You're sitting with Lyra's coach.
Yes, I mean, okay, well, I mean, I'm still going to be unbiased in casting. However, Caeli, they still want to take, you know, their destiny into their hands off top of the Destiny's Nocturne, and, you know...
That was a bad joke.
I know.
But yeah, you both want to, you know, first of all, you want to make sure there's no chance of getting through promotion games, which they will by getting 1 point, and you just want to get as many points as possible, as you will be keeping those points in the second half of the split.
Yes, and only top 4 teams make it into the playoffs, and with how the split has formed, right now Division 1 has 8 teams. That means half of them don't get to be in the playoffs, so you really need to be not middle of the pack, and I feel like this game Caeli are showing that, hey, we are not a middle of the pack team, we can contend the better teams. Or it might be just, you know, as Van said, win trading, but no, honestly, I don't want to take anything from Caeli, they're just playing so well.
Caeli are playing this really well, and they're showing right now that they had a really rough start at the start of the split, but they've shown that they have improved, and they are just such a strong team right now.
Gorange might be slightly out of position, but he does take the Phantom Undertow to safety, and 2 inhibitors are now fallen for Hillerød. Caeli will be looking to siege down the final one with the combined strength of 5 members. Noki is sitting in the bot lane, has both teleport and stun united, so it shouldn't be a big problem for him to join the fight whenever necessary. But Caeli, they are just trying to utilize these inhibitors. Holy moly, that damage onto Knudsen.
That is, again, so much damage, and he's not even going to double tier build. He is actually just going a very old school standard build, which is, so he doesn't even have that amazing scaling as you would go with a double tier build. And it's still just so much damage.
But Caeli, they are trying to look for the Feather Inhibitor as Hillerød are initiating the fight. Paranoia to try and do something, try and just disturb Hillerød's re-engage, and will allow Caeli to just disengage. The turret has been broken, only the inhibitor standing. The Baron is 1.5 minutes away. The both inhibitors are more than 2 minutes away, and the third inhibitor will be finally taken. That is about 3 full waves of double super minions going in favor of Caeli.
Yeah, so that is just crazy. So we are seeing a pause in the game, it looks like.
Yeah, it did bug for me as well. Looks like the stream is on as well. Riot, please fix.
Yeah, looks like there are some issues, as it should have been unpaused already, but there it is back to us.
We're back.
So there was some lag issues that made them pause, but we are back really fast.
Yes.
This game is just looking to go to Caeli. Like, if Hillerød is gonna get this back, I am...
Oh, Nonky! 3-man taunt! Can they follow that? Frenzy has already flashed away from the fight. Nice in the middle of everyone. The Monsoon will keep people alive from Hillerød. So many low health bars on Caeli, and Hillerød are nowhere to be down. Hidden Shadow slays Heavy and finds the shutdown. 2 kills already on the Kindred. Nice set to fall as Mongelo picks him up, not before Hidden Shadow falls down. This is the fight that Hillerød needed. 3 for 1.
That is definitely the fight you're looking for. But you have a lot of super minions knocking on your door right now. They'll be spawning 2 super minions in each lane right now. This means you will have 6 super minions knocking on your door. And you have to clear all of these so fast. You're still waiting for your inhibitors to respawn, which will still take some time.
And really good fight win from Hillerød will let them stay alive for some more time, but the Baron is spawning very soon, and Caeli have a pretty much free road to that. Heaven has already respawned, Frenzy is respawned nicely, 10 seconds on the clock. One thing that is good for Caeli though is that 4 flashes have been burned in the last fight. This means that Noki cannot once again find this insane 3-man taunt unless he really gets superb positioning, and Caeli, they are starting the Baron.
But this is, so now by this play, Hillerød saw exactly what they needed to do to win fights. That's what they need to do to win fights. They've learned that now. Now they just gotta keep doing it.
And the Baron will go in favor of Caeli. The inhibitors will be respawning soon, so they will have to start once again in terms of that. But another dragon will spawn. It will be a Cloud Drake, so I don't feel like Caeli are lacking in terms of the RNG, but getting a 5th dragon will unlock this Elder Drake win condition, should the game stall out even more.
This is looking to not gonna be a stall game. This is looking like Caeli are getting tired of this game. They want to end it off. They are grouping up in the base, just trying to push it up so much. They're going for this next inhibitor just to get more super minions going again. And they're getting tired of this game. They want to finish it.
And Caeli, they are just looking to knock on the base of Hillerød. Hillerød desperately using everything they have. This last fight will be do or die for Hillerød. If they don't find the win, they will not find the game. The taunt from Donkey is already missing. And the 3rd inhibitor has been taken. Caeli, they've got the Baron for over 2 minutes now. They can just wait it out. They don't need to rush any steps. The minions will pour in. And Hillerød, they need to wait out their flashes. They have all of the ultimates ready. They just need to find one opportunity and use it to its full extent to stay alive in this game.
They are just looking to hold this game so much, and well, they are just getting stronger with time, as we talked about, but there is just not enough time for them to get stronger at this moment.
Paranoia now used the first tire, has been already taken. The two-shot barrage from Frenzy. Hidden Shadow tries to go in onto the backline. The Wild Growth as well as the Standard United. 3 ultimates already down. Nonki finds only 1 taunt onto Nizik, and he's got GGA already as well. He looks like will drop down in the end. Can he actually make it out? Yes, he will. In the end, so no kill. Hidden Shadow tries to go back. He will get rooted up, and Hiven gets the kill onto the Kindred. However, Ezreal falling as well, Frenzy not surviving to see the day. The second Nexus start is now the focus for Caeli. The Nexus, it has been exposed. Noki try and look for the stun. The Nexus is dropping down, it's running very low. Shut down onto Shem from Nizik. And Caeli take us to game 3.
That was an amazing way to end that game. That was such a close play from both sides. Thinking, oh yeah, Hillerød got it, they got Nizik down. Oh no, okay, they're pulling it back, taking down Hidden Shadow. No, Hillerød is turning it around again by killing Frenzy. They was just going back and forth that fight. That was a roller coaster of emotions, and that was an amazing way to end the game.
And right now we are going into game 3. We saw both of these teams and how they like to win their games. So, what can we expect in game 3 from both of these teams?
I think we'll see Hillerød maybe going back to how they played the first game, going back to that kind of play style. I'm hoping, I know you hate me, I'm hoping Van will finally listen to me and go the final. I don't think so, but let me hope. But no, I do expect we can go back to seeing a lot of the same playstyles early on, going for these winning bot lane and generally winning lanes maybe. Instead of this going a little more risky, going through the jungle in this way.
Alright, well, we will just go into a short break before the game 3 to see which team will actually take the series win. Can Hillerød get the game 3, or will Caeli complete the comeback? And just before we go into the break, I just want to point out, color, Ardent supports aren't working. Here is your proof, but we'll go into game 3.
cold, but your heart's colder. I will wait for you. The glitch in your eyes pulled me under, but I will wait for you. There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
It is cold, but your heart's colder. I will wait for you. The bitch in your arms pulled me under, but I will wait for you.
There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
We are back, everyone, for our draft for the Game 3 Hillerød versus Caeli, and first ban of Renekton. I think it's about time.
Yeah, I think Hillerød is starting to realize that Caeli likes this ringtone on Isaac. He's been playing it 2 games in a row. Maybe it's time they realize it.
Game 2 not as dominant, but still, I guess, a worth ban. Caeli just getting rid of the Heimerdinger once again. Hillerød banning away the Kaiser.
Looks like Hillerød they're just going back to game 1, removing range on this time though, instead of the well, they're removing it a little differently in game 1, but it looks like they're probably gonna go back to game 1, as these are champions that would be able to counter what they did in game 1, most likely. Caeli just removing the Heimerdinger of the Karthus, removing these strong bot lane picks. Looks like Hillerød are going for the same thing, Kaiser, Lucian, removing strong bot lane picks.
So, I think there is a theme in what you just said, bot lane picks. Both of these teams actually looking to draft around this lane in the final deciding game 3. It could prove to be very big and very fateful decision. Caeli taking their time to think about their third ban right now. And, you know, I'm interested to see what both of these teams will go for. Morgana taken away from the board, really good game 1 performance from Mongello, not surprised to see that taken away. But Hillerød just stealing the page out of Caeli's book and locking themselves in the Ezreal.
Yeah, so this leaves, well, Caeli can still go with stuff like, there's still the Sivir,
Caitlyn.
the Caitlyn, you can even go something like the Ashe maybe. Ashe is kinda a little immobile against Ezreal, but it works. I wouldn't ideally want to go with... Okay, the Varus is a pig. I'm not sure you want to go with Varus against the Israel. It's really hard to hit your ultimate correctly on the bot lane unless you're going for the support. But I guess they're just going for it. It does make sense in the way that if they feel comfortable with the Varus ultimate, that is a good lockdown for the Israel. And if you get that lockdown, well, he is most likely your kill.
Question, do you think it's gonna be the poke Varus or the attack speed Varus?
I think it's gonna be the... I hope it's gonna be the Dark Harvest poke Varus. But it's most likely going to be the attack speed Varus, especially with the Karma being able to go that Ardent Sensor if needed.
Yeah, Karma could also be paired up for some poke lane, so honestly both of these choices are viable. We will have to see in game what they will decide to go for. Probably it will be based off these compositions, as You know, as you said, that both of these picks very flexible, but Aatrox making it through the draft and Hillerød just getting their hands on this pick.
It could be the Aatrox mid lane though. It is a flex pick. We have seen it been going mid lane before. That hasn't been Hillerød, I believe, but we've been definitely seen it going mid lane before.
It was Wolford many times with
we've
that
seen
pick,
Wolford do it. We've seen
someone in Division.
We've seen Caps do it from well, he's not even called Caps.
Yeah,
from
Fiamzu.
All Boys.
Yeah, Fiamzu.
It's definitely a flexible for between top and mid lane. And this little Leona lockdown. So basically, the Ezreal Leona lane is a very lockdown lane, a very heavy fight lane. Whereas in Karma, you'll probably want to go for the poke lane, to be honest with this. You just want to poke them before they can go you, I think.
Yeah, Leona having so much engage right now, and with Varus being a 30 immobile carry, that will prove to be very scary once you hit that mid game with Aatrox and Leona going on to that pick. However, Irelia for Caeli, that's also a very strong pick that needs to be...
and it is flexible as well,
yeah,
between top and mid. The Pantheon. I think Caeli, like, they were looking at the thing like, oh, what should we ban? And then they suddenly got some, like, PTSD from game 1. I'm like, yeah, Pantheon's out. He did perform really well on that Pantheon in game 1. Set up pretty much the whole game for them. And they're just saying, yeah, we don't want that to happen again.
Kindred also removed, so actually quite a few jungle bans, and as I say it, Caeli are just banning away the Lissandra, but makes sense. You said that game 1 or game 2, Lissandra, one of the strongest counters against Irelia. Definitely do not want to see Hillerød taking that one when you've got Irelia already locked in.
That makes, yeah, it makes very good sense. And meanwhile, Hillerød are just, they recognize how strong, aggressive jungler he is, Disney, and they just like, yeah, Kindred and Sensao is out. This does leave Camille open. Is he gonna go for it? It is a very likely pick. It's a strong pick. It is a lockdown for the Ezreal as well. So yeah, definitely makes a lot of sense picking up this Camille.
Ooh, a Poppy though. You have Irelia and Camille on Caeli, so getting that denial of engage, it will be of such a high value for Hillerød.
That Poppy is a very strong trap. Is it the Zoe? They could go with the Azir as well. Azir works great against Irelia, against the Camille. We did see that Woofer tried to run the Azir against the Irelia in the Lyra matchup they had. It didn't quite work for them, but it did definitely work with stopping the Irelia a lot. But it's going to be the Zoe, which is still pretty strong. You get a sleepy bubble on someone, and with this team comp you have, they should be dead.
They should very much be dead with Aatrox Leona following it up. The question is it a Poppy jungle or Aatrox jungle? Because I feel like both of them can go there.
I think it's... I definitely think it's the Poppy jungle. Aatrox just makes so much more sense in the top lane. Especially... But if he is going against the... Well, if he's going against the Irelia, which is probably is, I think you want to say, okay, we flex this and... we send him into the jungle, because Poppy works way better into the Irelia than the Aatrox.
Yeah, so multiple flexes even confusing us here in the casting stand. The compositions are now locked in. They still can flex around, however, overall, what do these compositions look like to you?
These compositions looks like... So Caeli looks like they are just run, let's go. We have the Camille engage, the Ari charm, the Irelia. We even have the Varus lockdown with the ultimate. Even the Karma has lockdown with her binding. They are just run it down on them, basically. Meanwhile, Hillerød, they have a more... Well, they have the same team. They have a lockdown team. They have a little more catch team, like they want to catch you out, then they want to go for the full-on fight with the Zoe. But even with the Zoe, they pretty much just want to get the Zoe, catch one out, and then go. So they're, again, Caeli and Hillerød are having a very similar playstyle and are going for very similar comps.
Well then, with that we will just go into this short break before the game, as the teams are getting ready in the client right now. So we will see you then in the deciding game 3 to see if Caeli or Hillerød will take the series.
Tonight I'm coming out the shadows. Long time coming, gonna get what's mine. I'm here standing at the doorway, staring down my glory. It's my time. 'Cause I'm a light in the darkness. stop. 'Cause I'm a light in the darkness. I'm a bullet in the gun, that's me. My heart, it beats like a bass drum. Come on, let me get some. Never gonna back down, never gonna break one bend. Now, tonight there's gonna be a showdown. Tonight there's gonna be war. This is what we came for. The victor, the champion. I'll be the last one standing. The ranger, the glory. Tonight they'll write my story down. Tonight they'll write my story down. Tonight they'll write my story. Tonight they'll never gonna back down, never gonna break one bend. Now, tonight there's gonna be a showdown. Tonight there's gonna be war. This is what we came for. The victor, the champion. I'll be the last one standing. The glory. Tonight they'll write my story down. Tonight they'll write my story down. I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go? How will I know? How will I know? I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Where do I go? Where do I go from here? I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go? How will I know? How will I know? I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Where do I go? Where do I go from here?
making me feel everything come rushing in at once. Now I'm exposed to the elements, I'm turning into dust. Oh, they say love is in the small things, so why's it hurt so much? I turn my back on the dark days, I crumbled at your touch. Oh, we will hide from tomorrow, we will hide from today, till we rebuild the castle and the ruins wash away. We will hide from the future, we will hide from today, till we're caught in the searchlight and the ruins wash away.
Hello and welcome everyone, we are back for our game 3 between Hillerød Esport and Serenity Gaming Caeli. So can we get some hype in the chat? Because this will be the deciding game. I'm Kachka, joined by Milo to bring you this match.
Hello. I'm still depressed.
Hello, are you not excited? No funnel, no annoying strats, you know?
Still no final. I'm still... Okay, actually, no, fuck it, I'm excited. They're doing something in level 1.
F-bomb, excuse me. Anyways.
I mean, sorry, yeah.
It's not... Oh, the Hidden Shadow, he will get stunned up with the flawless duet. And Caeli striking in early with the first blood on their jungler.
Okay, so I'm actually excited now. They did something level 1. I never get to cast those matches when they do something level 1. So I am actually super hyped now. That is a great start for Caeli. Just, yeah, they're asserting their dominance.
They will get that one kill. It will allow Destiny for a better clear, as he does get both the machete and the talisman, I believe is the name. I don't play jungle, I don't know. But yeah, let's talk about the game in general, because we have Knudsen and Hidden Shadow both sitting on the Dark Harvests, and we saw what an Ezreal can do when he gets ahead. So I am really looking at Hillerød to try and make something happen, well, as well as honestly Caeli, because they have tools as well to work with.
Yeah, and you know what is the one concept we always love talking about as casters on the Serenity Gaming Wintersplit? The one concept we always talk about. We always mention it. Come on, man. You got this.
Well, I don't know. We talk about a lot of useless stuff. Nocturne cheese.
No. It's a concept. We always talk about it.
Momentum.
About the teams. Momentum.
Yeah.
What is Caeli coming off of?
Oh, Destiny tries to go in onto Knudsen. I don't think it will turn into anything more. And I will let you talk.
No, but like, so what is Caeli coming off of? They're coming off the momentum of game 2. They're coming off the momentum of a first blood in that way. It's already looking great for them. They are coming off great start, and yeah. It is going to be exciting to see the Static in the top lane on the Aurelia. As you mentioned earlier, Müller did great work with this yesterday in the top lane. So it's going to be exciting to see if Nysek can pull off the same.
Yeah, it will be... You know, it is something to look at, definitely. Frenzy, however, bot lane, we are seeing some fighting. Cold Range will get taken down. Hidden Shadow doesn't want to miss out on the killing fun, and he gets himself a kill as well.
So Hidden Shadow was just down saying hello, and yeah, it ended up Gorns being a little too far out and just an easy pickup kill for Mongillo. Oh,
Nysek is stunned into the wall by Nonki. Oh, the minions, the shield from Nonki gets the solo kill in the top lane.
That is, the passive from Nonki is saving him the kill right there. That is amazing. So here are just saying that little one there, it was a fluke, it's what happens, we're gonna take it all back now.
Mid lane is a 2 versus 2, the hookshot from Destiny misses onto Hidden Shadow. He has so much damage with the Darkened Blade, but he will be the one taken down as Hiven picks up the kill. Can Knudsen find the return key? No, he cannot for now. And this game is full of action as in bottling. Gorge is stunned up once again, he has to flash away. He'll committed from Frenzy. Shem is running slightly low. Frenzy can find out the damage, but he is the one running low on HP. No heal available on that guy. And guys, are you not entertained? We finally get some early game action.
So, you asked me the question in the draft if it's gonna be the attack speed Varus or the poke Varus. It is the attack speed Varus. We can see it on the rune already. He is running that lethal tempo. if you want to go for this poke bears, you are probably gonna go for Dark Harvest right now, actually.
Look at the topside jungle though. Destiny is invading Hidden Shadow. He is running very low on HP though. He needs to be careful how he decides to fight his Destiny. Is now 200 HP. The Dark Harvest procs are available for Knudsen. He's out of mana though. Nizik is asleep, knocked back into the wall, and Nonky gets himself another kill.
Nonky is already 2-0 against Nizik and top lane. That is a great start to have for winning lane.
Bot lane, however, Ignite is down onto Shim. Hill as well. Qski goes in forward, gets up. Orange Frenzy trying to dish out damage with his auto attacks, but just not enough. And Hillerød, they are getting ahead in the gold.
So Hillerød are, yeah, they're just showing that this is their game. They've finally woken up. They were asleep in game 2, and they're decided this game we're gonna be awake.
Even in the bot side though, oh, that's missed the charm, means no kill for the Ahri.
Yeah, and Shim is just gonna back off slightly. Manjillo's going aggressive. Oh, Frenzy is actually really low. If Manjillo sees that, oh, that would have been such an easy kill.
Imagine he takes minion aggro. Okay, no, one action. Two minions, and he falls down. The execute.
That is the minion kills. We are now in this phase of feeding minions instead of champions.
Yes, this game is going crazy. I think. I mean, you need more evidence. Just look at the mid lane. Hidden is getting slapped down under his turret right now. Hidden Shadow is tower diving top. No, he's just chilling.
He's just up here saying hello, looking at how Nizik looks today, and just like, yeah, no, we don't want to do this, do we? So it's just a friendly visit, you know. But yeah, this is the game 3 you want.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what is going on in this game, I don't even know. What I know is that Hillerød, they are looking at nearly a 2000 gold lead already. Destiny does find Hidden Shadow in his own jungle. The Aatrox is running low, has not got the flash available. Keeper is ready, gets Nizik the hell out of their charm, missing onto Nonky. He has not got the ultimate available, he has just used it, but no follow-up.
Yeah, there's just a little, you know, skirmish, you could say. There's not really much to say in this game. It's just they've all slowed down right now from this very aggressive start they had. They all decided to take a step back, which is fine in both cases, to be honest. Especially as you're ahead right now, you don't need to go for anything too crazy. Just slowly push your lead more and more ahead. And yeah, Knudsen is just showing his dominance in that mid lane right now.
He's 42 CS compared to 29, that is a big CS lead. Top lane, however, as well, Nonky 2 kills and a 10 CS lead over Nizik's Irelia. This will be big, as Irelia needs to complete very expensive items to be useful, and it will take just so much more time to do that.
Oh, and they are going in.
Yeah, bot lane Gorange does get stunned up with the Zephyr Blade. He will heal up though with the Focus Resolve. And yeah, just a lot of trading everywhere, but kills not going in for the last minute.
We shouldn't expect too much fighting in the bot lane from Shim and Manjillo. We are seeing Shim is running this call. He want to farm. You know, let him get his gold from this call. But of course, if Manjillo finds a great engage, why not go for the fight? Meanwhile, Shim is also running Cliptomancy, so he is just going to go for the poking a lot for these small skirmishes, because it is in his favor with this Cliptomancy.
It will actually do a good job of making sure that there is a gold in the bot lane. Combine the Kleptomancy, kill and assist with that CS lead. And right now Shim is actually 1200 gold ahead just of Frenzy. Overall here have won nearly a 3000 gold lead at 8 minutes.
Yeah, so that is a great goal. Oh, and just interrupting the jump from this Aurelia. It is such an important thing when you're playing the puppy. Just maybe being able to use this W so well. Now, this is just hanging out in the bot lane. He's just there to create pressure. He is just gonna go away now. He has shown himself. He has created a lot of pressure. Just gonna move up towards the dragon. Maybe all the way up towards mid lane, actually.
Top lane, there is some trading. Nizik will get knocked up though. The Vanguard's edge used onto Nonky. The Blade Surges are not coming in yet. Nonky's running low, but he will take down Nizik once again in the top lane.
Yeah, and he shows very great how he knows this champion.
Oh, Heaven Flash Charm does find the damage onto Knudsen. What was that? a perfect execution already and not even playing a Caeli. In the mid lane, those junglers are fighting. Hidden Shadow does go for the kill with the flash. Will get popped down into the wall and they're Hivian trying to find the damage. Does land the charm. Can he have the cooldowns? The Darkened Blades get Hidden Shadow the double kill.
So that was wild. Like, everyone's just showing their mastery at these champions they're playing right now. We're showing, like, everyone's showing how well they are at this game. How good they are at this game. My English is not that well. How good they are at this game, and just showing the mastery and the pure talent they have on these different champions. As I was saying, Nunki in top lane showing great control of the passive, getting the shield to make sure to survive minions. In the mid lane, Hidden Shadow knowing that he can go for this fight after his World Ender has popped. So staying around there, hitting those sweet spots. It's all culminating so well right now.
We're gonna be seeing a 3 versus 3 in the bot lane. Knudsen and Destiny are hanging around there. The bubble will zone Frenzy away. Ooh, just barely lets him escape. He does still go into the sleep. It could be big. Mongilo has the ultimate. That is a lot of damage from Shim utilizing that passive. Gold Wrench gets sniped by Knudsen.
Him and Mongilo doesn't even get to get the assist onto Correns right there.
And yet another bubble landing onto Destiny's Camille and Hillerød. This game, they are showing dominance. Over 4,000 gold ahead at 10 minutes. And you said that these players are so good with their champions, or they are playing as if those are their one tricks. Top lane though, Isaac will get those 1 versus 2, 1 sweet spot landing. Another one will get the kill by Hidden Shadow.
So, Hidden Shadow is getting way ahead once again. He did it in game 1. He got it a little ahead in game 2, but not way.
Destiny will get caught in his own jungle. Shim will get the kill. Gorange cannot save his own jungler. Hillerød, they are pushing the top lane turret. And this is a complete polar opposite of game 1, but the fighting is not done yet. Heaven is coming down. The short barrage from Shim looks to deal some more damage. Shutdown landing in Frenzy's pocket. Mongilo flashes away from the charm and will get out. Top lane turret in the meantime falling in favor of Hillerød Esport.
So, as I was saying, in game 1 we saw Hidden Shadow getting way ahead. This time he does it with Nunki though, instead of with the bot lane. But I think the important thing is just getting way ahead right now.
Mid lane Gorange, Knudsen, yet another Zoe snipe, and he will just get so much stronger as this game goes on.
Calling that a snipe I don't feel like it's totally fair. We did have the lockdown from Mongilo. But yeah, it is definitely, Gorange is just falling down to Knudsen once again. And Knudsen is just starting to get really strong. And if you don't want to play against a strong Zoe, I think everyone watching knows that. We're seeing shutdowns on Nunki on 800, Hidden Shadow on 800, and 450 on Knudsen. We are seeing everyone is just so ahead right now. It is crazy.
And this game is only 12 minutes in, and already Caeli, they are falling behind in this game, which is not good to it's never a good thing. However, do you think that they will have some scaling over Hillerød, or is it fairly even?
I think the scaling in this game is actually fairly even. The jungler scales fairly even. The mid lane Zoe actually outscales a little better.
A charm auto Knudsen, the cleanse is popped down, but Destiny trying to get a kill with the Hextech ultimate. Will get it in the end, but Hidden Shadow gets an easy trade back. Is on a rampage right now, just extending his killing streak. Does find one knockup onto Heavian. Will not go for another one. Heavian will try and run away, but he's got no ultimate, no flash, and he's running the wrong way. Will try to get the blast gun away, but Hidden Shadow does it. Can he actually does it? What?
I don't think they saw him. He jumped directly to the bush.
Joe, can we get the replay with the vision for the hero? However, right now, Hinonki is pushing Isaac into the wall, just knocking him up, and this area is not going anywhere.
Yeah, we need a replay with that vision right there. That was... What happened? That was...
No idea.
We're flabbergasted here as well. But that was just crazy. Okay, I can see on the stream the replay are coming through.
Yeah, well, however, live right now from the casting, Shimis and the 1 Friends doing the botting will get taken down. Frenzy gets himself the kill at the very least. Wait, I'm just looking at the stream with delay. No
they did not
way.
See him.
Oh
they
my goodness.
That was crazy. Okay, that was a really well placed plan from Vivian.
Yeah, however, Frenzy in the bot lane just gets dunked down by Hidden Shadow. This guy has so much damage on the Aatrox with the Warrior Enchant, with the Black Cleaver. He completely destroys Frenzy.
Yeah, that was definitely crazy. We're seeing that Hidden Shadow is getting so much ahead right now. Just this damage he's dealing.
That's just disgusting, but Hidden Shadow is playing this Aatrox so well with the Dark Harvest. I'm just going to see how many stacks he has already. He's sitting at 9 at 14 minutes, and his passive, his Qs, the sweet spots, they are enough to one-shot someone on their own. Throw in Dark Harvest, throw in 9 stacks, and you get this monster just running around.
Meanwhile, Nunkey is just holding them top lane. He's not scared. He knows how to play this safely, but we are seeing them coming for him in top lane.
Yeah, Frenzy is trying to run up. He doesn't have the Chain of Corruption. But however, overall, oh, the mid lane, Hivian does flash away, does get the charm, and it is the shutdown Hivian manages to outplay in the end.
Hidden Shadow did get a little too greedy there. He actually did have the Will Ender, but he couldn't pop it. Because he decided he could do it without.
Is out of mana. Nice dodge away from the sleep with the Hextech ultimate, and that is some impressive ultimates coming in from Destiny's Camille, but it looks like it will be another kill. Double kill landing into Frenzy's pocket, and this is what Caeli needs to come back. Nonkey, he's just too tanky for now, and nothing will threaten his life.
Hillerød is definitely hitting a point where they're getting a little too confident. Hidden Shadow went in, didn't feel like he needed the Hextech or the World Ender, so he didn't really use it. Knudsen getting a little too far ahead, being able to hit by that Hextech ultimatum by Destiny. It is really just getting a little too
bot lane. Shin looks like he tries to outplay Hivian but cannot make it in the end. Hivian gets his 4th kill of the game, and Hillerød were ahead. However, we have Hivian 4 kills, Frenzy 4 kills, and these people, they will start getting so much more significant in the next few minutes.
Yeah. Hillerød right now is just giving back the game slowly to Caeli by giving them all these small stuff. And yeah, there's no really interest, like there's no really thing that Hillerød is doing quite well right now. They're just keep playing a little too forward. If they want to go forward and go for, then they have to go for the fights, not just go forward for the poke. Go for the fights and show that you're dominant.
The bot lane, I mean the turret in the bot lane has been taken. Here they are looking for that Herald. No smite on Destiny means any steal will be difficult. It needs to be a full fight forcing Hillerød of this objective. The Herald is now on 5,000 health. We see Isaac and Frenzy coming in from the top side. They are waiting for Hivian to join into the fight. The Herald looks like will be stopped. Hidden Shadow goes in with the Aatrox with the dunk onto Frenzy. Brings down Isaac to barely an HP at all. The Herald has been actually secured by Caeli, but it does not matter. Destiny is stuck in the pit. Will get knocked away. No, thank you very much, Nonkey.
Nonkey, what was that? There is a pause. I think our jungler DC'd on Discord. So basically, Camille, Destiny DC'd on Discord apparently. Or no, so there's some problem with the mom. It looks like. But,
okay.
That is when we have players at this age still living at home. That's some stuff we gotta deal with as well. That is the parents.
Yes.
But yeah, no, what was that ultimate from Nonkey? Basically, Destiny was free. He didn't even jump over. He was just standing there. He was just waiting for his death, his sweet embrace of death. And Nonkey just lets him go away.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like on goes like, guys, I've got this kill. I want to get my 6th kill on the Poppy, get the snowball rolling, get the MVP or something, and then and
we are having Yannick asking if the coach can FF for the team in the chat. I do not think that's a possibility. I am sorry to say that.
Yeah, no. Honestly, this game is just so fun to watch right now. It's a 5,000 gold lead ready for Hillerød, but honestly, so many uncharacteristics, plays and mistakes, allowing Caeli to get slightly in the game. Only 1 turret taken so far. They even lose the Herald to Gorange, who is 0-6 on the Karma. And honestly, this could be either well played from Caeli or Hillerød just, as Van said, or as Yannick said in the interview, they could be disrespecting Caeli. It could be either. Apparently the big belt was brought out, so that did help apparently, but you know, it's still happening.
They are definitely, once again, Hillerød are showing how they are a more mechanically skilled team. If we look away from that Poppy ultimates, of course. But they are definitely showing they're a more mechanically skilled team, and that is what they're winning off of right now. I am seeing in the delayed stream that it was really nice to show a replay of that Poppy ultimate. That we are still, all of us, so curious about.
In all honesty, I feel like it's excusable.
They all
Look
just
at
ran away
Destiny's
though.
HP.
They all did just run away. None of them wanted to go for the kill. So that was definitely really weird.
Yeah, right now, Llama, thank you. This will be known as the Hillerød special, but we're going back into the game, boys. Hopefully, some more funny plays, maybe less of that. But yeah.
Yeah, so this is a great game. First we have the Hivian with the little plant bush thingy. Now we have the Nunky with that ultimate.
And oh, okay, the magic resist from Hivian does save him. It did look like a nuke coming from Knudsen, but a turret secures for Hillerød.
I'm gonna ask you, what magic resist?
I saw the nullify. I saw the rune. It was like, I don't know. I just like, my brain assumed it's the hex drinker. Then I second thought, wait, it's Ari. It's not. I don't know. Okay. The rune, the nullifying orb.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah. So I do want to. Yeah, this is a great game. We're having a lot of fun this game. There's so much things happening this game, and I feel like this is just the game. If there's one game to watch this entire split, I think this is the game.
We named it a few ones, but yeah, this is definitely up there. To watch, nice. He cannot even do anything against Nonky's Poppy taking down the turret. He does get the charge into the wall. Nizik, ooh, he gets denied the blasters. That is so much damage on the Poppy, and Nizik will get solo killed once again.
So, Nonky is just showing his dominance. I think this is Nonky's way of saying, I fucked up on that ultimate. If I'm really bad today. I know, I'm bad today, I don't know why. Yeah, no, that's his way of saying, I messed up on that ultimate, and yeah, I gotta do something to kind of bring it back. And that was his way. He was killing Nizik in a one-on-one.
Frenzy will get tagged by the Slippy travel level and gets nuked down. As Shimbek gets the kill. However, Nonky getting another ultimate. This time actually a good one out, means that Caeli cannot follow up with the re-engage, and a kill going in for Hillerød. They are looking for more. Even is sitting though on the backside, does find the charm onto Mongillo, and is on the killing spree. Knudsen missing the paddle star. Destiny trying to look for the re-engage, goes to the Hextech ultimate kill. Double kill for Hivian, but here comes Hidden Shadow with the Doomblades. Does not find the kill onto Dorange. The Wildlander will be timing out fairly soon. Overall, a 2-for-1 in favor of Caeli.
That is what Caeli wants. They want to get these small trades, but it's in their favor. They did get the shutdown on the Zoe, I believe. Or did they get that earlier? They got that earlier.
Oh, Hidden Shadow does find the damage onto Hivian, but a shutdown onto Nizik. And that is so much gold picked up for Caeli.
That is 750 gold onto the Aurelia, onto Nizik. Nizik can do so much with this, especially because Aurelia is a champion which is so strong if you get ahead. But they're just doing no damage to Nonky. Nonky does not care about them and their puny damage.
He's 6-0-1 on the Poppy, looking towards his third item. Now the Herald for the Caeli has been summoned in the mid lane. Frenzy is literally getting nearly solo killed by Nonky at this point. This guy's so ahead on this Poppy, and honestly, it's just insane. But I'm gonna ask you probably the hardest question. How do you see this game develop in the next 5 minutes?
I think we're gonna see more amazing push jumps from Hivian, more ult hits from Nonky, and yeah, no, there's no way of saying what this game is gonna go. This game it's not even. We are still having Hillerød ahead, and I still believe that Hillerød will be taking this game home as how it's going. But it is such a crazy game that there's no way saying where it's gonna go.
Yeah, I'm looking certainly towards now how Hillerød will play around this Baron. They have they have 3 towers. We'll be looking to make that a 4th one. You would definitely expect the team that is this ahead to have more at this point. Hivian does get tagged by the Paddle Star, Hidden Shadow under the turret. However, here comes Nizik into the backhand double kill for the Hidden Shadow onto the Caeli, double kill as well for Frenzy, double knockout, and there are so many doubles, double kill for Shim. Nizik is the only person surviving. Nonky getting the kill, actually triple kill for Shim, and an ace for 2. in favor of Hillerød. They will be looking to break open the base and look to get themselves surely ahead and wrap up this game home.
So, yeah, so what happened right there was crazy. But Hillerød got what they wanted. They wanted to get fights like these, fights where Hidden Shadow just gets inside your backline and he will just mess around in there and hit those sweet spots, and rest of the team will just fight the front line, and that is definitely what they got, and that's what they wanted. So it was a good fight for Hillerød, but it's definitely not perfect at all.
Do you know how many Dark Harvest stacks Hidden Shadow has right now?
I can look.
You can look and say, I mean, you know.
But no, I'll try and guess it.
Okay.
14.
16, so it was close, but it is so much at this point.
Dark Harvest stacks, that is so crazy. How much does Knudsen have? Knudsen only has 9.
Yes, and that is 80 bonus damage on top of the Aatrox's insane damage and some scaling. When someone is below 50% HP, resets on every kill. Right now he is a walking execute machine. If he starts hitting, there's a fight, however, in the top side. I don't know why my camera isn't going up there. Gorage is trying to run away, flash stun, and Knudsen gets the kill with the bubble in the end.
Man, you need to press D, directed camera.
Yeah, I had it on directed camera. That's the thing. I just saw the minimap and fight, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? Anyways, meanwhile, Heavian in the middle and trying to get a kill onto Shim. Hill has been used as well as the QSS. Flash is unavailable, and Heavian gets the shutdown kill. The solar flare is not enough.
Heavian has been playing this game so well. Just been getting these small skirmishes, and really, I think this is the second time him just taking Shim out solo. This has been such a great game for Heavian, but it's just been so hard because he had to deal with Hidden Shadow.
Rest in peace, Destiny. Oh, the hookshot does not get him over the wall. The flash will, though. So he trades his flash for his life, as you see that Aatrox just coming towards you, and if you don't have reliable means of escape, that's pretty much your life gone.
So we are seeing both Destiny and Nizek going for the Strange Force. Neither of them has it yet. They are just knocking on the door of it. They're both so close. There.
Yay, there's the Triforce for Destiny. Let's go.
So now it's definitely over. GG, they won. Destiny got his Triforce.
Well, the teleport is coming in from Donkey towards the Baron pit. There is no real way for Caeli to contest that. Destiny will be moving into the jungle, but he's moving there alone and he has no vision. This Baron is dropping very, very low, 4000 HP. Destiny is behind the pit. If he goes in, he might have a chance to see if he pops out the controller, but he cannot get in. He even gets denied entrance into the Baron pit as Hidden Shadow gets that one for himself.
Mongillo that was an amazing Zenith blade if I've ever seen one. That one denied all of Destiny's engage into the pit, and that was just incredible. That was amazing. Like, I am flabbergasted. I love that word.
It was really great denial from Donkey, as we said, with the steadfast presence. The Baron still going in favor of Hillerød, and now with a 10,000 gold lead, they will be looking to put their mark on this game.
But so we're just seeing them just taking it slow now. They're just not forcing too much anymore. They're taking it slow, getting these objectives, and I feel like they can feel like Yannick breathing down their necks right now, because they know that he will not be happy if they keep messing around. And it feels like they are definitely just messing around at this point. They are going for some forces, like forcing some stuff they shouldn't, and yeah. I don't think Yannick will be very happy with them if they keep doing that.
Yeah, he has been vocal in the Twitch chat, to say the least. However, let's focus on this game, because right now Hillerød will be looking to siege up the top lane inhibitor turret. Knudsen trying to deal damage from the range, similarly to how Frenzy on the Ezreal did so last game. Shim, this time as well on the Ezreal, he's going more for the utility build, so he won't be going left and right when shooting people. However, fight might just break out. The turret is brought down to half HP. Another paddle star onto Heaven. Here it comes, Hidden Shadow, getting the killing spree onto Quebec. He goes into the backline, but the flash away from Goran. A stun banged onto Frenzy will bring him down. Mongillo gets the kill. Destiny running into the base, and Hillerød, after 3 games, will look to get the inhibitor Nexus turrets, I should say. They will look to get a commanding game through with a steadfast presence from Nizek to do anything. But the last Nexus turret has fallen, and Hillerød Esport, they will take the win over Caeli 2-1.
So, GG, well played. That was such a convincing victory at the end here in this last game. Be remember to look in the chat. There are the straw polls for the MVPs of tonight. So be sure to vote on who you think deserves the MVP vote.
And in the meantime, while we will let the people vote, let's talk about the series, because what this means, Hillerød, they managed to get the win in the end. Maybe not as convincing as you would like a top team to have it. Caeli, they are now officially out of promotions, even though it was unlikely. Now it's impossible, so well played for them. They get one more point into the second half of the split. However, I feel like this game actually does change the way in which I feel about these teams, and especially, Hillerød maybe not being 100% dominant and Caeli being more towards the top than the middle.
Yeah, so Caeli they definitely showed their strength today. They showed why, well, they deserve to get to be top and not just in the middle of the pack, as we've talked about. And they've been doing it fantastically against a team like Hillerød, who are a top team. They play in the CSD, as we talked about. They are at the top of the CSD at the moment. So yeah, that is amazing to see, and they played it really well. They played off their extreme game knowledge. They took every game, basically. They showed that they had better map control than Hillerød, but Hillerød just were so much better mechanically than them.
Yeah, in the end, even though that game 2 was really good from Caeli, Hillerød getting the 2-1 win. And, this game doesn't really impact a lot about the standings, but it will help the teams build up the momentum coming into the second half of the split. And even though it is week 7, due to all the matches being moved, these teams have still one more game ahead of them. Hillerød will be facing Topaz and Caeli will be facing... Oh, are they actually facing Topaz as well?
Yes, they're both facing Topaz.
Okay, so they will be both facing Topaz between 9th and 11th, somewhere in that time. The additional time we got the games in, so it will be really important to try and get some bonus points, and if they can actually buy that Topaz, it could shake up the standings coming in the second half of the split.
I can tell you when they're facing Topaz.
Okay, when are they?
They are okay, so Caeli are facing Topaz on the 11th of December. That's Tuesday. And Hillerød are facing them the 9th of December. That is now this Sunday.
Well, then those are some matches we can look forward to. However, we talked about this match, the MVP voting is still going on, so I want to actually take this opportunity to look towards the next few games, because with all the moves, actually the schedule will be slightly weird. So you won't actually be seeing us until Saturday, which is I think our first Saturday stream.
It is, correct.
And then we will have a lot of matches condensed. I will just open the casters because I can't open it.
I can give it to you right here.
Okay.
So, Saturday we are gonna have the TLF T2 versus Pegasus match. You will be seeing Casca and Litzy on that. And then we won't be seeing each other again until the Monday, I believe. No, the Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Sunday is the Topaz Hillerød match, which will be Casca and Karam. Woohoo!
I think there is a recurring theme.
Yeah. Oh, you have not even seen half of it yet. So, then there's the Monday match. That's the Topaz Lyra match. Those are still decided by casters. Then there's Tuesday. That's Caeli Topaz.
And at the same time,
Hydra and Hydra.
Yes. So we have quite many matches. To be honest, the only two ones that will have any real implications on the standings for the promotions are the Topaz Lyra and Topaz Hydra. I mean not Topaz, Hydra's Hydra. So because you are the coach of Lyra, tell me, how will these matches impact who is going into the promotions? Since now it's only either Lyra or Hydra's Esport.
Okay, so it's fairly simple. Basically, since Lyra is actually playing first, they want to go for as many points as possible. Because if Lyra gets 1 point, then Hydra Esports has to lose 2-0. Because then they'll be even on points, and Lyra will have the win over them from the match yesterday. What one button yesterday? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, the last match.
Yeah, Sunday, I meant. So basically, Lyra is looking to even the scores with Hydras or get over them, because then they will have it. So if Lyra wins 1 point, Hydros has to lose 2-0. If Lyra wins 2 points, Hydros can get 1 point. If Lyra wins 3 points, Hydros can get 2 points. But if Hydros gets 3 points, there's no way Lyra can go into promotion games. Or no way Lyra can get rid of the promotion games. They are going to promotion games against TLF Phoenix.
So the TLDR is in that these 2 games, if Lyra gets 1 point more than Hydras, then Hydras is going into promotion.
Or if they get the same amount of points.
Yeah, 1 or more points than Hydras in this match, then Hydras is going to promotions. If they do the same or Hydras gets a better score against their opponent, then it will be Lyra facing TLF the Phoenix. And can we refresh the MVP votes? Because I feel like that is, that's about it to talk about the...
Yeah, I feel like we are hitting our end of our stream. It looks like the MVP votes are, well, on the junglers. Who would have guessed? The junglers both had amazing presence in these games. And it definitely makes sense to seeing both Hidden Shadow and Destiny up there.
Yeah, Hidden Shadow, Destiny, definitely 2 people that have been so impactful. Destiny's Nocturne pretty much carried the game too, and then Frenzy picked up as well. Apparently it's rigged, so Frenzy didn't get a single vote, although Tauber voted for him, so, and then on the other side we have Hero Hidden Shadow, that 3rd game. Deserved, definitely. And is there anything else to add, or are we going to our sellout?
I think we are going to our sellout. Wanna take it away?
Yes, I've been preparing this. Okay, so don't forget to follow us on Twitch, this channel and our secondary channel. We also subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and join our Discord if you want. I mean, no, actually join our Discord, that is the top priority. Follow us also on Battlefight, because there will be tournaments after the Wintersplit, and additional shoutouts. To see Woofer Int, go to Twitch TV/WooferLol, and Tauber's Instagram at Tauberwu, cooking and stuff. So yeah, that has been it from us, and we will see you on Saturday. I was Kachka, joined today by Milo, and good night to you guys.
Good night, everyone.
Mm-hmm.